Hi. Happy Thursday. Maybe. Let me check up on chat. It seems like there's some conversation happening. Welcome in, Ava. How are you doing, cutie? Good to see you. You dreamed first. Congratulations. Here's a cookie. Charlie says, God damn it. Ava says, get wrecked. Yeah, there's a little bit of a squabble over who's first here today. Charlie paid their loan, so now they've paid 7,500 bells. That's so many. Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. Hi, I love you. I'm your #1 fan. Hi, I love you more. I'm your #0 fan. No, I love you more. Oh my God. I'm being fought over in the chat right now. I mean, I guess we'll have to see who loves me more. So I have news. I've paid more bells. I have news. If you follow me on Twitter, you might already know the news. I have good news. I have good news and bad news. Mostly bad news, but I have good news and bad news. The good news is we can stream a little bit longer today. I don't have a hard stop at 1 today, so we might be able to go a little bit longer. If we don't get the shiny in time, we could go a little bit longer. I'm driving over to come give you a forehead kiss. Honestly, do it. Oh, whoa! Oh my God! Charlie's giving me a forehead kiss. Oh my God! Whoa! Drama.
I win.
Cheater. And sorry you pay your loan, you capitalist lover. Oh no. Are you a bootlicker, Charlie? Do you lick Tom Nook's boots?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Anyway, do you want to tell them the bad news?
They got laid off.
The reason I can stream longer today is because I lost my job.
That's why I said rip before I even said anything.
Everybody get a yippee in the chat for me losing my job. Make sure you get your self-tie claps in.
Although I think Ava literally is coming over later. So.
That's fine. Oh. Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, so my job is a sort of a seasonal position, except for they are big fat liars, and they kept telling us over and over again, it's seasonal, but if you do well enough, you'll get pulled on full time. If you perform well enough, we'll pull you on full time. It's seasonal, but we swear to God, if you're really good at your job, you'll get pulled on full time. So I am autistic. And I said, I can be really good at my job. I fucking hate this job. It's fucking customer service. It's terrible. Results, if you're fucking listening, I fucking hate you. Okay? Job is... anybody who has ever fucking called the Solutran line, I fucking hate you. But... So they score you. They listen to your calls and they score you. You know how when you make a phone call to a business and they're like, this call may be recorded for quality? Yeah, so the quality people listen and record your phone call, and then they decide how good you did at that phone call, and they score you on a scale from 0 to 100 on how good your phone call was. So when I first started at this job, when I very, very first started, I was getting like 90s. Yeah, can you get me a Gatorade, actually?
Die again.
I choked to death on a phone call yesterday. I need to tell you about that, too. It's a lie. They're all liars and bullshit. Yep.
Green?
Yes, green, please.
Myself. Oh, that's...
I didn't pull them out of the plastic because I was lazy. So when I first started, I was getting like 90s on my scores, which is like pretty good, 90 out of 100, right? And then there was like a small dip in my performance like a month in when I realized how soul-sucking and terrible the job was, and I kind of stopped giving a shit. And I started getting like 80s, even like 65s on some of my scores, and I was like, well, that's no good. And then on one of my calls, I got a 0, literally a 0 out of 100 on one of my calls. And that was kind of like a waking up point that I was like, I'm not going to get pulled on full-time to this job if I care this little. I need to care a little bit more.
At least pretend.
At least pretend to care, right. So I got a 0 on one of my calls, and I was like, okay, shit. I don't want to get fired, so I'll do a little bit better. And from then on, I was getting scores above 80 consistently. 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 100, 100, 100, 90, 80. Like, I was doing, yes, green piss Gatorade. Green apple's the best flavor. So I was getting like straight up 100s on my calls. I was being the most customer servicist person ever. I was so nice on my calls. I was like, hello, thank you so much for calling. How are you doing today? Green apple is definitely the worst. Wrong. Absolutely wrong opinion. I was like, how are you doing today? How can I help you? Oh my gosh, I can definitely help you with that. No problem at all. Yes, I would love to help you. Like, I was so fucking on, dude. I was masking my ass off at this job, getting straight hundreds across the boards. Perfect attendance, except for one day that I took Charlie to the ER. Like, literally could not have been doing any better at my job. I was ranked number 71 out of like 600 callers, which is pretty fucking good. I did worse in my high school class than that. I was like 100 something out of like 500 kids in my high school class. So if their whole thing was, oh, we'll bring you on full time if you're good at your job, is a complete absolute fucking lie. Because I worked my ass off. I survived 4 separate cuts that they announced, that they said they would do a cut at the end of every month. And I survived the cut at the end of February, and at the end of March, and at the end of April, and one other one that was like random, or not the end of April, because it's not the end of April, but the beginning of February, the beginning of March, the beginning of April, whatever. There were 4 cuts before me. And in the last cut that they did, they cut like half the company, and I survived that cut. And they said, okay, since you survived this cut, we're going to put you on full time. That was a week ago. I got called yesterday into a meeting that was not on my schedule at like 7 p.m. after my dinner break. It was me, my supervisor, and his boss. And I just looked dead at the fucking camera and I was like, it's fucking over. By the way, they both did not turn on their cameras in that call, and neither did I. I got fired over like audio. They didn't even look at me. They didn't ask me to turn my camera on. They didn't turn their cameras on. So I got to make all the facial expressions I wanted while being fired. I was just like, no, the fucking way that happened. Did they tell you why they fired you? Numbers, right? They were like, well, we hired too many people for the seasonal ramp up, and like the call flow is just not like equivalent to the volume of employees that we have, which is completely bullshit, by the way, because if you're on the phones at like, you know, like 12 o'clock noon on a weekday, the calls are back to back. Like, you are not getting a single breath in between your calls. And they said, we just don't have enough people calling in for the number of employees we have. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. If you're on the phones like me at 11 p.m. on a weeknight, yeah, I get a breath between calls. I get 5 minutes between calls, 10 minutes between calls sometimes. But, like, you need, like, you know, it's whatever. Yeah, I hate this capitalist hellscape. Agreed. It's awful. The good news is I hated that job. Like, I really, truly could not stand that job and had been applying for new jobs the entire time I had that job. And I was aware that it was seasonal, and I was hoping that by the time the season ended, I would have had something new. But we're moving into our new place next month, and I was like, I kind of stopped applying for jobs for a few weeks while we were applying for apartments, because I didn't want... It was just a lot on my plate to stream, to work, to apply for places, to pack, and to apply for jobs. Like, it was just a lot. They're going to have 50 people do the job of 600 people because people are so desperate for jobs. Yeah, no, exactly. They're going to have not enough people on the phones, and they're going to regret cutting as many people as they did. But, you know, that's not my problem. But anyway, yeah, I fucking hated that job. They paid me $13 an hour to talk to some of the worst people I've ever met. Like, literally people who will scream at you over nothing. Like, over literally nothing will set these people off. So I was not being paid nearly enough to do as much as they were asking me to do. The job was total ass. Like, I'm glad I don't have to work there anymore, but I am annoyed that I was laid off because now I have to find something else to do, and job hunting on Indeed is just as soul-sucking as working a customer service position. So anyway, to cope with humor, as I do, we're going to be doing an extra long stream today because I'm not going to work. Fuck them. They can't make me come in. Because they said my last day's Friday. So technically I am supposed to work today and I am supposed to work tomorrow. But, no. I might go in because I need the money. But I took time off for the first couple hours of my shift today. So that's why we're doing an extra long stream. Well, it will collapse after their rich investors even richer. Customer service is the worst and no one gets paid nearly enough for that role. Yeah. Oh, man, he's scratching back there. Yeah, no, customer service is terrible. So highly do not recommend. I'm trying to find a job that's back end and not customer facing. So something like, I'm not totally mad about like insurance roles. Insurance roles usually have a lot of back end, not customer facing jobs. Anything like data entry. What I really, really want to do is marketing, but marketing ends up being kind of customer facing a lot of the time. I want to do like email marketing, not phone marketing. But like my friend Kat has an email marketing job and I'm like, can I have your email marketing job? I want an email marketing job. But she also goes in person. So I'm trying to find something remote. I wish I knew how to attack and do DDoS attacks that I just ruined so many companies. Yeah, no, it's a whole thing. I could really get into the nitty-gritty of my job. I won't do it until I'm officially not working there anymore because technically I do still work there, so I don't want to like completely dox myself. But yeah, there will be content regarding my old job once I'm out of it and in a new job. But until then, let's do some shiny hunting. So we ended at 14.6. Oh, I was wrong about what number we ended at. People were asking me how many eggs I had hatched, and I kept saying 1460. 1465. Okay. I know none of those companies pay for good or have security. Yeah, I also didn't have any benefits or anything. I was working full-time for nothing. No benefits, no PTO, nothing. $13 an hour and not a dime more. Like, yeah. Okay. I've been, when I started doing conservative Christian websites, yeah. I mean, you definitely could do that for sure. Oh, let me do something real fast before I do this. Sorry, I just need to do something real fast. Bear with me. Okay. All right, we did that. There was something I was going to do. Why did I pull my phone out? What was I going to do? I was responding to moths, but something else. Oh, the eggs. I was wrong about the number of eggs that we hatched, so I was going to update it. Yeah, I said 1460, but it was 1465. Okay. Because I made a post about it in Discord. But it was 1465 eggs. Okay. Yeah, because I posted that in Discord, and then my friend Kat was like, oh my god, you're 7 phases in. And I was like, oh my god, you're so right. Because I haven't been calling them phases when we've been streaming. I've just been kind of being like, oh, random shiny. But because usually I think about phases as like when you're encounter hunting, but it technically applies when you're Masuda hunting too. So that should be illegal even for a temp position. What do you mean? Workers have all the power. It's a hiring market. Oh my god. That argument is so fucking silly. Like there are so many people in need of jobs right now. Like it's crazy. Anyway, these are all the egg boxes we have. Let me put Ditto away for now. Here. Okay, how many did I end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and 1 row. So what is 5 times 30? 5 times 3 is 15. So 150 eggs. We probably won't get that many today. I don't know how many we'll get today because I can do 100 in 2.5 hours. I don't know how many I can do in however much time I'm streaming today. I'm not going to go like super long because I still might have to go to work, but I cannot understand how you're still shiny hunting. I don't know. I can't stop now. So we're just doing it. I don't know. Like, what's the alternative? Give up and not get the shiny? Not in this household. Listen, I'm fairly confident that we will get one today simply because I am unemployed. So I have to get some kind of compensation. Oh, that reminds me. I need to actually apply for unemployment. They told me to do that. And then I went on the unemployment website for like the Unemployment Commission. And they were like, you can't apply online. And I was like, why not? Everybody else can. And then they just plastered a phone number onto their website. And they were like, cry about it. Call this phone number. So I'll compensate you however you want, baby. Literally come over, dead ass. And we can kiss about it. No, I don't know. Just like, I really just need, well, okay, I need a lot of things, right? I need a job, number one. But like, as far as other than that, come over. Yeah, well, okay, so like our friend Moth, the other third of our jewelry business, I posted in our chat that I got laid off because every time she would be like, hey, do you guys want to do a phone call to talk about business stuff? I would be like, I would, but I'm at work until 11 tonight, so I can't. And so today they messaged and they were like, hey, do you guys want to do a call today to talk about business stuff? And I was like, yeah, why not? I don't have my fucking job anymore, so may as well. And they were like, oh no, like you got laid off. And I was like, yeah. And they were like, is there anything I can do to help? Like, can I help you look for jobs? Like, my love language is problem solving, so I would love to like help. And that was so real because Charlie and I have had this conversation before that Charlie and I have different support needs when we're like having a breakdown or whatever. And Charlie's support need is just like comfort, right? Like if Charlie is crying about something or Charlie is like having an anxiety attack or whatever, like you can quite literally just cuddle Charlie until they get over it. Like physical touch is pretty much all that Charlie requires to recover from having anxiety or having like a bout of sadness or whatever. Just like any kind of going through a hard time. No, I have a friend who actually enjoys applying for jobs. Ew. No, I can't stand it. It's awful. But my support need when I'm having a situation like this is problem solving. I cannot stop feeling anxious until whatever the problem is either resolved or has a solution. Like we have a plan in place. So like in a situation where I've lost my job, Charlie can hug me all they want, but I'm not going to stop being anxious about losing my job until I have a new job or I have a plan to get a new job, right? So it was actually very helpful to me that that Moth said, oh, well, my like love language is problem solving. Let me help. Because like that is quite literally exactly what I need is somebody to like help me apply for jobs or at least like send jobs to me so that I can look at them. Because it's just like exhausting to think about having to do it all myself. But that's not to say that I don't also have other support needs like a good hug or like for me just distraction. But I don't feel like safe being distracted because I feel like I need to be doing something, right? Like I shouldn't be streaming right now. I should be applying for jobs, but I need the stream to be a distraction. I need the stream to make myself feel better. Like I was not going to cancel stream today. I was not going to let my job make me cancel stream today, especially when I'm going on a hiatus when we move. Like I'm streaming today no matter fucking what, you know? Yeah, exactly. Also, it's not like I'm completely like out on my ass. I did DoorDash for years and I still have an account with DoorDash. So technically I'm still like allowed to dash. and Charlie made it an account with Instacart. So we might Instacart this weekend. Like, we might DoorDash. Like, it's okay. It's fine. I just have to find the balance between earning money doing something like a side hustle and applying for jobs to actually get me something full time. But the problem is I don't want to look for anything like, because I was looking for things that are remote, right? Like, my ideal job is something remote. Okay, it wasn't 1469. I forgot to say that that was my guess, but I feel like it's implied that if there's ever a 69, that that's my guess. But I was looking for jobs that are remote because my customer service job, as awful as it was 100% remote, and I needed that because I have to stay home with Charlie sometimes, and like, it's just easier to do something remote than it is to have to commute. Like, I don't really like driving, and it's extra time if I have to drive. I have to put on clothes. I can't just like roll out of bed and go to work in my pajamas. Like, remote is really the ideal situation for me, but I'm open to hybrid if it's like, go in a couple days a week and work from home a couple days a week or whatever. Like, I'm not opposed to that. But it's hard to look for any kind of hybrid or in-person position right now because we're moving. So I would need to look at something in the new area that we're moving to. But even if I do find a job that starts after our move-in date in our new city, I still have to worry about getting money between now and that job starting because we're still like a month out from the move. So I don't want to be unemployed for like a whole month. That would be not ideal. I mean, I know that some people are fucking unemployed for like 6 months, and that could be my situation too. Like, the job market's really bad right now, and I looked for months before I found the job I had. So, but my point is that I really am just looking for the balance between like doing something to make money, like a side hustle, and applying for jobs frequently enough and doing enough interviews and stuff like that, because the job market is so bad right now that AI will read your resume and throw it out if it doesn't like it, and then you'll never even get to a human person's eyes, and that's not good. I need a human person to look at my resume because it's actually relatively decent. Like, I have a good amount of experience in a couple of different fields that I could use to get another job. Like, I could do customer service again if it was like chat, those like chat customer service things that you can do. Like, I like using the chats rather than calling into customer service because I don't like talking on the phone. So if there's an option for me to like chat with an agent, I just did this with TikTok Shop. Our TikTok Shop was having a problem with one of our products, so I chatted with one of the agents and I was like, hey, is there a reason that my product keeps getting taken down? I don't understand. Because I didn't want to have to like call anybody, and so it was much better to just like chat with the person, because I think that I could handle doing like a phone chat job, especially because a lot of those responses are just copy pasted. Like, they're hardly actually talking to you at all. They're just copy pasting the right message for the right situation. Or like the same thing with email customer support. Like, Charlie did emails with their job, and it was really just find the right email template and then just throw in like specific details about their name or their school or whatever that they were emailing about. So I could do phone chatting or like email. I just don't want to do like phone calls anymore because phone calls are terrible. I've done 2 phone jobs. I did one at Mason for like 3 years, and then I did that one for like 9 months. So not quite 9 months, I guess. However long September to now is. 6, 7 months, 8 months, something like that. Whatever. I did this job for a few months. Okay, that was 1473. Mine too, I'm far too overqualified for the jobs I'm applying for. Yeah, some of them I'm overqualified, some of them I'm not. I've been trying to apply for like a mix of things that I'm overqualified and underqualified for, and then things that I like just am qualified for. Because for film, like for like social media video positions, I'm maybe a little underqualified, even though I'm actually super overqualified. But I only have like 9 months of like corporate experience doing social media because I worked at the Human Rights Campaign for a few months, like 2 semesters. And that was really, really good experience, but it wasn't even a full year, so anywhere that's looking for at least a year of experience, like, I technically don't have it. However, I have done social media management for 4 years for a pride organization at Mason. I have done social media for the craft business that we own. And I have done my own social media for 10 years, like, at least. If you consider that I started my YouTube channel in 2011, I've been doing social media for like 13 years. But obviously it doesn't count as work experience when I was doing it when I was 11. But my point is, I've been making TikToks for like 6 years or so. Because I started like my senior year of high school making TikToks. So there's like no reason that doesn't count as experience making social media video. Like, yeah, it's not corporate, but I did 9 months of corporate, and I have been doing it for years. So if they ask, like, oh, well, how much, like, video editing experience do you have? I'm like, I have been editing videos quite literally for a decade. On different platforms, sure, like, I started out editing on iMovie, then I moved to Final Cut Pro, then I moved to Premiere, and then I moved to DaVinci. But all that means is that I have experience working in Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, and Final Cut Pro X. So whatever software that company is using, I either already know how to use it or could obviously very quickly learn. So if anything, it's good that I have that amount of experience. Like, it's all very silly. Like, the point is, I'm well qualified for any job that I'm, like, looking at, but they just don't necessarily consider me qualified. But it's like, I can make TikToks for whatever company is willing to let me make their TikToks. Like, we'll have to dip soon for therapy. Okay, sounds good. Let me know how therapy goes. Let me know if your therapist has any insight on me losing my job. I imagine you'll tell her. Your therapist seems like she's a problem solver type of lady. Whenever even I have a problem, she's like, well, have you guys tried this? So, but yeah, it's fine. We're chilling. We're hatching eggs. We're at 1475 right now. We're definitely gonna hit triple odds today. 1536 is triple odds, so get ready for that. We're 7 phases in. We might get to our 8th phase today, depending on if we see a shiny or not. Lots of potential today, I fear. But hopefully that just means we'll get the shiny. I feel good about getting the shiny. Especially because we can do more eggs than usual today. 2.5 hours, this is not long enough for a stream. That's the one thing is, like, I thought that I liked working the late night hours at my job. And, like, I did, but it meant that I also couldn't do anything at night. Like, if people were streaming at night, which for the most part people are, that I couldn't really, like, hang out in their streams as much as I wanted to. And, like, if people were doing, like, Discord movie nights or, like, game nights, Mario Kart nights, anything like that, I couldn't do because I work, you know? So I was happy to finally get weekends off again, because at least if people were doing something on a Saturday or something, I could go. But, like, as much as I would hate to work a 9 to 5, I think it might make more sense because just everybody else in the world does. So, like, anybody that I would want to, like, hang out with, like, we could do it in the evenings on a weeknight or on the weekend. So, as much as I don't want to wake up early enough to work a 9 to 5... I'll do what I have to do, you know? I got lucky with my customer service job that I didn't have to work at 9 a.m. because I could have, but I didn't. So I specifically chose the latest shift they had to offer and worked that. But it's chill. Also, I don't want to come off as, like, complaining about losing my job. I just, like, that is just the topic of conversation that I have for today, is, like, I'm unemployed. I'm not trying to be like, oh, woe is me, right? Like, I don't really care. Like, it's not as of right now, it's not the end of the world. Oof. Like, if I stay unemployed for the next, like, extended period of time, it could start to be a problem. But I already called my dad, and he was like, if you need rent money, let me know. So it's not like I'm gonna be fucking homeless or, like, completely out on my ass. But, you know, anxiety is like, of course, I'm gonna die because I'm unemployed. But I'm fine. Like, it's gonna be fine. It's also not like my income stops right this second, right? Like, technically, I work today and I work tomorrow, and I will still have a paycheck come in at the end of the pay period. So, like, it's not like all of the money has disappeared from my bank account, but I wasn't making enough at that job to save anything. I was making just enough to pay my rent and pay my utilities and pay my car bill. I was not making enough to, like, have savings of any kind. Because I literally would make $800, and then I would pay $800 to my rent, and then I would make $800 more, and then I would pay like $200 on my car bill, $100 on my utilities, like $300 on groceries. Like, the amount of money that I made was the amount of money that I spent every single month. Like, I didn't save shit. And I also just bought 21 Pilots tickets, so I haven't paid off my credit card bill for this month yet. So I'm just gonna start racking up my credit card bill, I guess. Bye, Charlie. Have fun in therapy. Thank you for the lurk, homie. But yeah, anyway, I know it sounds like I'm complaining, and I am complaining a little bit, but I also want to let you guys know that it's like, okay, I'm not like... Thank you, Charlie. They just shouted at me that I'm valid. But if you feel so inclined to be supportive of my unemployment, we do have a coffee. It's down there. And you can buy our jewelry if you want. We make custom pieces. Charlie makes spell jars. We do crochet, and by we, I mean Charlie. Our friend Moth makes a lot of, like, clay jewelry earrings. We make resin stuff. We make perler bead stuff. So there's a ton of stuff on our coffee that you can... I'll even link it, too, so that you can actually, like, click on a link. Oh, not that. Hold on. That was the wrong command. It's this. Yeah, so there's our coffee right there. Oh, Ava redeemed hydrate. Okay, I will hydrate. But that's our coffee if you want to buy something from us, just to support extra money. I've actually been making a decent amount of money from our TikTok shop. Not enough to pay my bills, but like a mass outbreak of Oinkleone? No way! I already have a shiny Oinkleone, so I really don't need this. Hold on, I just got an email. Okay, just kidding. It doesn't matter. I thought it was an email about a job, but it wasn't. It was just from a job website, which is why I looked at it. But, what the hell was I saying? Oh, our coffee. Yeah, so you can support us on coffee, and if you don't want to buy anything, you can also just, like, donate to it, if you really want to do that. I'm not begging for donations. I'm just letting you know that if you feel so inclined, like, oh, Ty lost their job, maybe they need some extra money right now, and you have extra money and you feel like buying some jewelry, you can. Yeah, because it's actually been pretty helpful to have the TikTok shop. We mostly have been using the money from the TikTok shop to buy more beads. So it's kind of an endless cycle of not really making money again, but really just, like, making enough money to buy more supplies to make more jewelry, to sell more jewelry, to buy more supplies, to make more jewelry, to sell more jewelry, to buy more supplies. But we do have a market coming up in May, and I'm hoping that we'll make some good money from that. Because it costs $35 to enter the market. So it would be nice if we could at least, you know, I'm going to close the door because I don't want Charlie's therapy to be able to hear me, and I don't want to have to hear Charlie's therapy. Sorry, Mandy. Okay. She's probably not going to be happy that the door is closed, though. Anyway, totally cool if not. I'm not begging for donations, like I said. I'm going to be fine. But I just know that some people have that, like, you know, personality where it's like, I want to help. And if you're just like a lowly Twitch viewer, there's nothing you can also subscribe if you want. Twitch makes me money. I would love to do this full time, like someday. That would be the dream. If I could do film full time and streaming full time in between projects. Like I work on a film for a week and then I stream, and I work on a film for a week and then I stream for a week. You know, stuff like that would be the dream, to be honest, is to be able to sort of have a work-life balance with stream and film. Obviously I don't make nearly enough to support myself on Twitch at the current, but if you do want to subscribe, we have a lovely set of emotes that you can get. Lots of froggy emotes and Pokemon emotes and Flick from Animal Crossing and ones of my cat. Like, we have lots of cute stuff on the shop, or not the shop, on lots of cute emotes and lots of cute stuff on the shop. So if you want to, you can. I'm not telling you that you have to, but if you would like to, you can. And that's enough about that. I just want to let you guys know it's an option. But yeah. Anyway, it's fine. I really was hoping I could go to like TwitchCon or something this year, but not if I'm unemployed, so we'll see. But this is probably most likely going to be like a blessing in disguise anyway, because fingers crossed I find a better job, a higher paying job, something closer to my field, something that I like more. Because this job was always meant to be something that would just hold me over. Like, that was my plan when I got the job. I was like, okay, well, you know, I just got out of college. I don't know what I'm doing. I need employment. I will take the first job that's willing to hire me. And so I did. And they told me upfront that it was a seasonal position, and I expected that I was going to be cut months ago. So I'm happy that I made it this far just by being good enough at my job, you know? I'm annoyed that they didn't pull me on full time after they promised that they would, but such is corporate America, right? So hopefully I will just find something way better at a better company that actually gives a shit about their employees and gives me benefits and stuff like that. I mean, it's kind of insane that I was working 40 hours a week for no benefits. Like, I don't have, like, health insurance. Like, what would happen if I burnt myself out so bad that I, like, needed medical attention? Because that happens to people all the time, especially autistic people. They burn themselves out so bad they go to the ER. I mean, it happened to Charlie, more or less. Granted, Charlie has, of course, chronic underlying conditions, but Charlie's job burned them out so bad that they went to the ER and then they got fired for being disabled. So, like, you know, I'm kind of, like, keeping my disability under wraps. Like, my supervisor knew that I was autistic, but I don't think I don't know how much he actually knew about autism. He just kept being like, oh, we had an employee before who was autistic. He always said who had the autism. He was like, we had an employee who had the autism. And I was like, it's just autism, but okay. But my supervisor he was sweet enough. I mean, he always misgendered me, but not on purpose, really. I just never corrected him. But yeah, hopefully I'll just find a job with, like, a better culture and actually gives you benefits and actually pays me more than $13 an hour and actually gives a shit about us. That would be ideal. Well, at least I know what my bar is now. Like, the bar is in hell for the job I was just at, and now it has slightly moved up where I'm like, okay, I will not be treated that poorly again. So at least I have that going for me. I've developed standards. It's like when you date, like, the worst person ever, and then you're like, okay, well, now I know what it's like to be in an abusive relationship with somebody who sucks. So now I can get into a relationship with somebody who doesn't suck as much. That's the goal. I think Mandy wants to get it now. Of course, I just closed the door on her. Okay. She's not, like, locked out today on purpose. I just closed the door because of Charlie's therapy, but... Oh yeah, I evolved some of my shinies. The ones that we've gotten during the 7 phases. I wasn't sure which ones I wanted to evolve and which ones I didn't want to evolve. Because some of them, like the Hoppip, for example, is a green Hoppip, but a Skiploom is already green, so the shiny for Skiploom is actually pink. And then the shiny for Jumpluff is also pink, so I'm keeping Hoppip because it's a green shiny, because eventually I want to have, like, as many green shinies as I can get. I want to do, like, a green shiny quest someday, after I finish my frog shiny quest, which at this rate might be never. Because I'm clearly stuck here. Thank you for the bonk, Ava. So I'll show you guys some of the shinies I evolved and who I have on my team now. Big stretch, and I will also do a big stretch as soon as I'm through with these eggs. Okay, was that the last one, or do I have one more? That was the last one. Okay, yeah, so let me put these guys away. 10 more, and then we'll be at... Yeah, these 10, and then we'll be at 1,500, which is crazy. But yeah, let me show you guys. I made a second shiny box. Oh, are we reconnected? Hello? I'm dropping frames. Okay, we're back. Oh, shit. Hold on. We're not back. Hold on. Now we're back. Okay. Basically what happened is Charlie joining therapy on Zoom broke my stream. Apparently we both can't be on the Wi-Fi at the same time. Which is weird because they have done therapy from during my stream many times. So I don't know why this particular time it broke it, but I made Charlie join on a hotspot. So I'm so sorry about that. I hope that we're all back. Hopefully. I hope. Um, Let me put the music back on. And then is the game back? Yeah, the game's back. Okay. Let me know if you guys are back. I have no idea if anybody is back or not. But anyway, back to what we were doing. Apologies. So I evolved the Silicobra into Sanaconda because he looks kind of more emo and cool. I left the Litleo as is, but I named her Cosette because we were talking about Les Mis when I caught her. And then my Pyro that I already had. So I have both of them. And then the Deerling I have left as a Deerling thus far. I have not decided whether or not I want to evolve her into something else. My Blitzle I evolved into a Zebstrika. And I think that's everybody. And then my frog team thus far is Tony, who I evolved into a Toxicroak, so he's now Tony the Toxicroak. And then I have my Yellowbolt, who is my yellow Bellabolt. And then I have my Amoonguss, who I have not named yet, but he's purple. He used to be a Fungus, but I just evolved him into an Amoonguss. So that is the frog team so far. It's really just the 2 frogs and then the 1 mushroom. So it's really not coming along very well at all, which is why we need this frickin' Politoed. Even though he actually won't be part of my frog team, the Politoed was supposed to be for Charlie as a gift because they really wanted one. And then he turned out to be really impossible to get, so I don't know. But I want a shiny Poliwrath because he's green. And also a frog. So, we will see. We will see what happens. But yeah, I'm really sorry about the technical difficulties. Maybe that's what happened the other night. Like, maybe our 3rd roommate was on a Zoom call or something. I'm hardwired into Ethernet, so there is no reason that my OBS should crash when someone else is on Wi-Fi. That is quite literally not how internet works. But apparently that is what caused it. So weird, I guess. I don't know. But it looks to be like it's okay now, so fingers crossed it stays okay. Oh, I ran into a Numel. Okay. But yeah, let me know if I'm, like, laggy at all or anything. I shouldn't be, but let me know if I am. But I think I fixed it. I just made Charlie get off the Wi-Fi. So, it should be okay. They can do therapy from their phone hotspot. Because they actually have a phone hotspot. But you can't really stream from a phone hotspot. That doesn't work so well. But yeah, it's weird that we used to be able to do that and now we're not able to. Because... Okay, we're back. It keeps getting disconnected. I don't know why, because Charlie's not on the Wi-Fi. I don't know. Very weird. If it gets disconnected, I'm sorry. I don't know why it's doing that. But it says I'm back at 6,000 kilobits now. Hopefully after Charlie goes out of therapy, it'll be fine. I'm not sure why this be happening. But that's okay. Alright, so what are we on now? That was $14.95. Okay, so. Alright, next guesses. Let's do next guesses. Do I think it's going to be anything between $14.95 and $1,500? No, I don't. So my next guess would be 1524, because 24 is my lucky number. And then 1536, because that's triple odds. And then 1569. Those are my immediate next guesses. And if not that, then 1669, but that won't be for a while. But yeah, I'm hoping we get it before triple odds. I really am. So 1524 would be the best number before triple odds to get. Oh god, Alphronautic Cavern is a terrible place to hatch these eggs. Let's just get through the cavern. See if we can get out the other side. Okay. Whee! Okay. Yay! Alright. Because normally Charlie and I are never doing anything while the other person is streaming, so it shouldn't be a problem often. Therapy is like the only thing, and that'll get itself taken care of, so... Because normally if Charlie's streaming, I'm just hanging out in their stream, or if I'm streaming, they're hanging out in my stream, so... Sorry, my brain is just still thinking about the Wi-Fi. I was like, what are we gonna do when we move into the new house? Like, are we gonna need to get different Wi-Fi? But, like, we shouldn't. It should be totally fine. Because... like, we're not going to have a third roommate, so we'll always know what is on the Wi-Fi at all times. Also, again, I'm hardwired into Ethernet, so it shouldn't, like, choke the bandwidth anyway. I don't know. Streaming does take up a lot of bandwidth, like, a lot. I'm sure that we, like, pay extra for Wi-Fi because of streaming, like... Goats. Okay, so, yeah, these 5 will get us to 1,500. Okay. Alright, well, we're on number 1, so... 1496. That's like 69 backwards. So that could be... No. Okay. That's fine. I guess 1555 would also be a good guess, or 1551. Because both of those are like... 1551's a palindrome, and 1555 is just a lot of 5s, but... Hopefully before that. 1524 is my immediate next guess. So... It better be that, or before that. That's my hope. But if you guys have any guesses, let me know. Okay. Not shiny. Okay. This is, what, 98 now? Oh, and Ava did request a big stretch right before the stream went down the first time. I stretched on my BRB, but... I want to make sure you guys get a big stretch in, so make sure you do a big stretch if you didn't already do it while I was on BRB. No, I got a bellyache. Me too, Billy. Like, I didn't cry or anything when I got laid off. I thought that I might, but I just kind of like sat there and like kind of stunned, but also not stunned silence because I knew it was coming. I was just kind of surprised by the timing. But I just had like such a like drop in my stomach. Like my heart was like in my stomach and my stomach was in my ass. So my heart was also in my ass, I guess. But yeah, no, it was like, it was just, instead of like being upset, it was just like immediate anxiety, which I think is fair because like, you know, what the hell, right? But like, I haven't eaten breakfast today. I was in the middle, I'm so mad. We had gotten Five Guys for dinner, and I was in the middle of drinking my Five Guys milkshake when they called me in to tell me that I was laid off. So I didn't even finish my milkshake because I was just like so shocked. Like, again, not shocked in the sense that I didn't know it was coming, but just so shocked to have heard it and to have it been delivered the way that it was at the time that it was. That was what really got me. So I just didn't finish my milkshake, and I was pissed about it. And then I stayed up kind of late last night because I just couldn't sleep thinking about it. I was like, because my instinct was like, I need to start applying for jobs right now. But like, it doesn't make a difference if I apply for a job at 1 in the morning or if I wait until, you know, 9 a.m. the next day. It's like, they're still not going to get back to me until, later, so I may as well just apply today and not have done it last night. So I just saved a bunch of jobs on my phone, and I was like, because I'm gonna have to write cover letters for half of them, and you know, like I'm not just cover letters are the worst. Like, what are you supposed to write in a cover letter? It's all in my resume. Just look at my resume. And the best thing is when you're applying for a job and you're doing like an online application and you put on your resume and then immediately it's like, okay, now fill out this form about all of your most recent jobs and your education. And I'm like, guys, I don't know if you're ready to hear this, but that information is actually on my resume. Like, it's so funny that they ask for it. Like, it's on the resume. Either don't ask me for my resume or don't ask me to repeat what's on my resume in like a online form. It's so silly. And I had to make an account for half of them, or you have to make an account on the unemployment website to even get unemployment. And I'm like, do you think I'm going to be like frequenting this website? Like, I'm only applying for this one job and I'm only applying for unemployment this one time, hopefully. Like I'm sure I'll be laid off again and at some point between now and when I retire, but like it's just so silly that you like make an account that you can get back into. Like, let me just fill out the form. Do I really have to log in every time? Like, I get that you want my social security number, but I can just put that on the form. Also, I saw a TikTok that really resonated with me about social security numbers. It was like, the social security number is like the one number that you're not allowed to tell anybody, right? Like, you can't tell anybody your social security number because, like, duh, of course you can't. It's just out. That's how having a social security number works. But she was like, but what if your social security number slays? Like, what if your social security number is kind of cunty? Because she was like, my social security number is kind of cunty. She was like, it really, like, it's a really good string of numbers. It kind of slays. And I can't tell anybody. And I have never related to anything more because okay, let me not dox my social security number, but my social security number does kind of slay, but not all of it, just some of the numbers. So like 24, as you guys know, is my lucky number. It's the day I was born, whatever. There are 2s and 4s in my social security number, and that is all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to tell you where they are, or if they're together, or if they're not. All you need to know is that there is a 2 and a 4 in my social security number, and it's kind of cunty for that. And I'm not allowed to tell you what my social security number is, but like, I kind of wish I could because it's a good number. Like, I like it. It's good. I want to see, I meant to evolve my Lycanroc, or my Rockruff into a Lycanroc, but I want her to be a Dusk form, and it's Dusk right now, so I wonder if I can evolve her. Let me... Yeah, because it's got the orange in the Pokedex thing. Let me see what happens if I grab my... my Rockruff. This one. Just real fast and see what happens if I try to evolve her. I should save in case it fucks up. Okay. California King. Maybe it's a twin bed with some roommates. Alright. Use this item. Alright, let me see what happens if I do this. Look at her! Look how cute she is! She's blue! Okay, let me see if it gives me Dusk form. Is that Dusk form? Yes. We did it! Okay. Yeah, we can forget a move and learn Crush Claw. What is Crush Claw? Yeah. Okay, yeah, she's Dusk form. Yay! We did it! I've been meaning to do that, but I just never notice when it's dusk. Okay, wait, let me save now that we evolved her too. Okay, so now I have a shiny dusk form Lycanroc. That's like so fucking rare. She's so cool. I wish that my dusk marked Lycanroc could be dusk form. That would be so cool. Okay, anyway, back to eggs. I just wanted to do that because it was dusk and I happened to notice that it was dusk. Because dusk is like a really short period of time. Because days and nights in this game are like 30 minutes long, and dusk is like 3 minutes or something. Like, it's really fast. So I just wanted to do that. Boo, the normie. Okay. That's okay. 1505 would also be a decent number, because at least it's like 2 5s. Also because I just want the shiny. Okay. Also, I'm wearing my anti-anxiety hoodie faux today because I think for obvious reasons. EP, sorry. Like I said, I was kind of up late last night because I wasn't really keen on sleeping. Also, Pokemon Sleep was under maintenance, which was annoying because I needed to feed my Snorlax dinner, but it wouldn't let me because it was under maintenance. So I missed my bedtime because I couldn't sleep because of the maintenance. So that was annoying also. But last night on Cat Stream, she was doing DAs and I was playing with her for a couple of them. And we were talking about, like, Pokemon Sleep. Because it really actually does help me, like, go to bed on time. Because I really am like, oh, I don't want to miss my Pokemon Sleep bedtime, right? Like, I need to go to bed, so that my Snorlax can go to bed on time. And it, like, helps me remember to, like, eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Because I have to feed Snorlax breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And, like, it also helps me stay off my phone in the middle of the night. Like, if I wake up, I don't check my phone as much. Because you have to, like, leave Pokemon Sleep open to be able to, for it to work. So if you, like, go on a different app on your phone, it'll, like, close your Pokemon Sleep. And I don't want my Pokemon Sleep to get closed. So I will, like, specifically not check my phone at night, which is good. Okay. Next line. Anyway, highly recommend. Pokemon Go is convincing me to walk the dog. Pokemon Sleep is convincing me to go to bed on time. Pokemon Smile is convincing me to brush my teeth, kind of, except for not really, because I still don't brush my teeth enough. But it's better than it was when I didn't have Pokemon Smile. Not really, it's about the same. Because the problem with Pokemon Smile is sometimes I don't bring my phone with me to the bathroom, but then I'm in the bathroom and I think about brushing my teeth, but then I'm like, no, I can't brush my teeth, I don't have my Pokemon Smile. So then I have to go get my phone to brush my teeth, and if I have to leave the room to get my phone, I won't brush my teeth. Like, the motivation that I had to brush my teeth will go away if I leave the room. So I have to sometimes brush my teeth without my Pokemon Smile on. And then that upsets me because I'm like, well, if I'm going to be brushing my teeth, I at least should be getting a Pokemon for it. So Pokemon Smile is a little bit less effective than Pokemon Sleep, but still a good app. Probably better for kids that have, like, a parent to make them brush their teeth. Like, I'm just mentally ill, so I've never been good about brushing my teeth. Even when I was really little, it was just not something that I liked doing or could convince myself to do. And now it's just something that A, I don't like doing because of the texture, and B, I just don't remember. I just don't remember to do it. Or when I do remember to do it, it's like at a bad time. Because of the texture issues I have with brushing my teeth, I can't brush my teeth, like, you know, immediately before eating, or if I've drank something, or like anything like that, because then the taste will combine in my mouth and it'll be bad. I don't even like mint toothpaste. When I was a kid, I refused to use mint toothpaste. I would only use bubble gum. and I saw a quote-unquote, like, hack on TikTok for if you're mentally ill and don't brush your teeth. And it's like, if part of the reason that you don't brush your teeth is because you're autistic and you don't like the texture of mint toothpaste, buy children's toothpaste. There is quite literally, like, nothing different about kids' toothpaste from adult toothpaste, except for it might be a little bit more sensitive and it might have better flavors. But, like, toothpaste is toothpaste. Pretty much all toothpaste is the same. Whitening toothpaste, not whitening toothpaste, kids' toothpaste, adult toothpaste. It's all the same shit, different labels. It really is. Especially after being at my job where we sell different brands of toothpaste. If you look at the ingredients on that shit, they are the same, whitening or not. Like, they all have the same, like, peroxide and, like, the same couple of ingredients that make it toothpaste. And then they just, like, throw other shit on there and then throw different labels on it to pretend that it's whitening this or it's, you know, gum sensitivity that or whatever. Like, toothpaste is toothpaste. It's all toothpaste. Plaque, you know, removal toothpaste. It's all toothpaste. It's all doing the same thing. Like, some toothpastes are specialty, like the, like, prescription-y toothpaste, the Sensodynes of the world. But, like, Crest and Colgate and all of... It's all the same. Crest is Crest and Colgate's Colgate and Crest is Colgate and Colgate is Crest. Like, toothpaste is toothpaste. That is one thing that I know for sure. So, if you don't like mint toothpaste like me, literally just get children's, like, bubblegum toothpaste or whatever it is. It's, like, at least you're brushing your teeth. You know? Like, you're still getting the job done. So, yeah, that's my recommendation. It's just kids' toothpaste. Because brushing with kids' toothpaste is better than not brushing at all, right? That's my thought process. I wanted to grab this TM, but now I'm just going to hatch an egg right next to it. I guess it's fine. Maybe it'll be a shiny egg. No. Okay. Well, that's okay. Charlie did the Mochi Mochi epilogue the other day. So I needed to trade them one of my Pokemon for something, and so I needed them to open up their Pokemon Scarlet. And since they had it open, we realized that they were sort of in the middle of the beginning of the like Mochi Mochi epilogue. Like, the part where they come over and, like, invite you to Kitakami. So, Charlie was like, oh, I may as well just, like, finish doing the Mochi Mochi epilogue. So, they did. And, like, what a hilarious plot line for this game to add. Like, the Mochi Mochi stuff is so, so funny. I love it, personally. I think it's great. I love the Mochi Mochi epilogue. But then we realized... We opened up Suika, the fruit game, with the one with the watermelon and stuff, and they added a DLC with a multiplayer mode so you can play against somebody. And so Charlie and I will absolutely 100% be doing that on a stream where we play against each other in competitive Suika. We've been doing it while I've been at work, and it's been great. So... The DLC was almost as much as the game, but it was okay. It's worth it. And by that, I mean it's like $2. But, yeah. Competitive Suika, definitely. We already planned our Saturday stream for this week is going to be beads, but maybe next week we can do competitive Suika. I think that we should. Hi, welcome back, Charlie. Sorry I had to kick you off the Wi-Fi. I don't know why, but my OBS, the second that you, like, opened your Zoom call, it went on 0 frames. So, I'm wondering if that's what happened the other night that we tried to stream, if maybe our third roommate was, like, on a video call or something, and maybe that's why it, like, glitched out. I don't know. But yeah, I hope therapy was good. I hope that all of your mental health issues have been solved now. And that you are cured. I think they were in a meeting, actually. Yeah, I think so, too. I think they might have been in, like, a Pride meeting or something. So that would, like, make sense for why it cut out. So I don't know why, because that's never happened before. And when it happened to you, I wasn't on the Wi-Fi because I was just watching your stream, so... Unless they were in a meeting during your subathon? Your birthday celebrate? Maybe it has happened before. I don't know. But when you've been in therapy before, it hasn't done that. Unless maybe you had been in therapy on your phone before? I don't know. But I need to cover myself in band-aids again? What do you mean? Why? Why do you need to cover yourself in band-aids? Oh, picking. Yeah, we gotta get you one of those picking toys. One of the ones where you, like, pull the beads out. Or you should play with your rock. Don't you have a rock for your picking? Play with your rock. It's been bad lately. Charlie! Why can't I pick this up? Hello? Okay. Yeah, the rock is just messy sometimes. Okay, so get one of those picking toys. One of the jelly ones with the beads in it. Just get that. Crocheting too. Yeah, crocheting's good. Yeah, do that. You have a blanket to crochet, or at least you have yarn to... Why will it not let me pick up items? Or at least you have yarn to ball, if nothing else. Balling yarn right now. Yeah, okay, good. Ball your yarn. But, yeah. I don't remember what I was talking about. I don't know. Have I been talking about anything this whole time? Not really. Topic of the day is just unemployment. Undoing the half-done net, and I'm going to use it to make wheelchair accessories. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I mean, you may as well just, like, pull the nets down, because we have to pack them anyway, so... Yeah. We're working on stuff for our market, and one of the things that we thought Charlie could do is, you know, the people that crochet those, like, headset accessories? We were thinking that Charlie could do that, but, like, also could do, like, wheelchair accessories, because Charlie has the really nice, like, not really nice, the kind of shitty, but cool looking. We went to Michael's and got this, like, rainbow, like, fuzzy fabric that we taped onto Charlie's wheelchair for Pride, and then we kind of just, like, left them on there as armrests. So we were thinking that Charlie could crochet, like, wheelchair armrests, or, like, wheelchair... like little danglies to like hang on the back of the wheelchair, or Charlie, you could crochet like little wheelchair like handles for me for when I push you to put on, and like cute stuff like that. So Charlie's gonna make like little like wheelchair accessories, which I think is super cute and probably not all that difficult to make. If you just like look up the pattern, so could be fun. Oh, Charlie, I evolved my... I think I'm gonna undo the bad net I finished. Yeah, that's fine. Do whatever. We have the nets we bought, so it's fine. And we don't need as many nets now because we were selling some of our squish, so... What was I about to say? I was gonna say something. Oh, Charlie, I evolved... It's ugly and I want to use the yarn. It's fine. Do whatever. I evolved my rock ruff, so it's a lichen rock now. My shiny one. So now we both have a blue shiny dusk form lichen rock. Show me. I will. I have eggs to hatch, though. I did it on stream while you were in therapy. Because I tried it last night, but I think I missed dusk just barely. And it didn't go into the dusk form, and I was like, fuck. But, yeah, no, it's, right here. See? There she is. Yippee! Pretty. Yeah, she's just like yours. Because I wasn't sure what form I wanted to evolve her into, but because I couldn't evolve my dusk marked lichen rock, or rock ruff into the dusk form, I just decided to evolve the regular one. I do think that a very good shiny hunt would be a Duskmark own tempo shiny shiny Rockruff hunt, but that would just be really hard. I should do that. You should, but it would just be really hard. Because it's like the Teensy Tepig hunt that that Sunny was doing, where like you have to get a bunch of them just to maybe get one with the mark that you need, but it could get the mark that you need and not have the own tempo, or you could get one that has own tempo but it doesn't have the mark, you know. So you would have to have the mark charm, you would want to have a mark sandwich, you would want to be hunting around dusk to get the dusk mark. It would be a very difficult hunt, like very, very difficult. You would want to do another hunt like to rev up for that one. Like, I thought this was going to be an easy starter Masuda hunt, and I was sorely mistaken, because we're 7 phases in, we're almost triple odds, and I've got nothing to show for it. So, you know, I like having the Ditto in shot, but my microphone is like kind of in my way right now. I think I'm gonna redo the way that my stream is set up in the new house. I think I'm gonna like move around my mic and the camera and stuff so that I don't have that problem. Because I just like fidget a lot. Like, I don't sit still. I'm gay and I don't sit correctly. Okay. Next batch of eggs. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Gay and neurodivergent people can't sit still. Yeah, between being gay and being autistic, like, you'll never catch me sitting in a regular position. Part of why my back hurts so bad. The one good thing about, not the one good thing, there's kind of a couple good things about losing my job, but one of the good things about losing my job is that maybe I can give my back a rest, because it's been hurting so bad recently from just having to sit upright for 8 hours a day, especially the way that I slouch. Like, I have not been doing my back any favors. So I've been putting like lidocaine patches on it and heat on it, and like nothing is working. It still just like spazzes up. Charlie's back was having issues and they got like muscle relaxers, and I'm like, I need one of those, but it interacts with my SSRI, so I can't take it. Lexapro interacts with fucking everything. It's so annoying. You can't take anything else and take Lexapro. You just can only have Lexapro. I love Olivia. She's so silly. She's so unserious. Like, she's so Gen Z. But I really can't remember when. All SSRIs interact with everything. LMAO, the same. Yeah. It's so annoying. They all just tell you that you might get serotonin syndrome. And it's like, I'm not gonna get serotonin syndrome. I am on, like, such a low dose of Lexapro. I barely have any serotonin as is. I'm not gonna develop serotonin syndrome by taking Lexapro on the second smallest dose and also taking, like, a muscle relaxer. It's so stupid. Let's see. Nar. Okay. So what are we at now? 15, 16? Okay, so this will get us to 15, 20, and then 24 will be in the next batch. Charlie, do you have any guesses for the 1500s, or do you have to skip to 1600? Because my guesses are 1524, 1536, and 1555. 1528? 1548? Okay. Yeah, my guess is 1524. I already guessed that, so you can't have it. But you can have 1528 and 1548. I will allow you to have those. Because those are coming up relatively soon, too. Okay. Not shiny. Boo the normie. Okay, we got 3 more to do. There's like a ton of items over here. Like there's this one up here. Oh. I can't have it though. I have to hatch the egg. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I can't, like, get into a comfortable position that is also in the shot for some reason. Like, I have to be comfortable or in the shot. I can't be both. Okay. Sorry, I gotta do a big stretch. My back is hurting. I considered doing today's stream from the couch because it was going to be long. And after 1 o'clock, I might switch to the couch. We'll see how I'm feeling. But my back do be hurting. So we'll see. Because I wanted to do a long stream today, but also, like, not crazy long. Just like 3 hours instead of the 2.5 that I normally end up doing. But I also don't want my back to be killing me, so... Because I do technically still have to go to work today and tomorrow. I might not, because fuck my job, but technically, I am scheduled to go in today and tomorrow. I requested time off for May, and they approved it. The bastards. They were like, yeah, you can have as much time off in May as you want, actually, because you're fired. No exit. Retrace your steps. How could you? Okay. So that was 1520 that we just got through. So this next batch will have 1524 in it. So that's my guess right there. And then the next batch, Charlie, will have 1528 in it. So that'll be your guess. Oh, a spoink. Hello, spoink. I love spoink. What a silly little guy. Alright. I'm sorry I keep yawning again. I'm not that tired. I mean, I am, but I'm not that tired. It's fine. It's okay. I just get a free week off work. Whee! I flew all the way up to the crater. Didn't mean to do that. I'm just trying to get around Masuda. Let me just go over here. Because if you fly into Masuda, it'll like let you hit the wall. It's so weird seeing Garchomp fly. He looks ridiculous. I love that there are Pokemon just, like, on top of the crater. I think that that's so silly. Okay. Let me see if it'll let me fly back down here. Okay. Yeah, there's the Pokemon League right there. Pokemon League. There's Tandemouth up here. Okay. Let's hatch some eggs. Whee! Maybe if we hatch them near the Pokemon League, they'll be shiny. Because the Elite Four. Oh, my thing didn't update to 1520. Hello? There we go. Sometimes I press it and I swear to God it just does not update. I don't know why. Crater. Okay. Let's go this way. Whee! There's a bunch of sheep over here. I saw a video on TikTok that was so crazy. You know that audio that's like, I think it's like a Nicki Minaj song or something, but it's like, I'm the alpha, the omega, everything in between. Oh, that sheep is super tiny, is it not? Totally is. Look how itty bitty that guy is. Oh, that's just the tiniest Mareep I've ever seen. But it's people use that audio to be like, I don't feel scared walking around at night or whatever because I have like scary dog privilege. And then it pans to their quote unquote scary dog privilege, and it's like their boyfriend or their whoever that like dresses like super scary and emo and has like big boots and, you know, whatever. I see it with a lot of cosplayers too. They're like, I feel comfortable walking around in the con wearing like very little clothing for my cosplay because I have scary dog privilege. And then it's like, you know, somebody dressed up as a much scarier cosplay character. We'll have to go see if that guy is small or not. I'll have to make my way back to Mezagoza to check on if he's tiny or not. What was I thinking? Oh, yeah, the scary dog privilege. So I saw a video under that audio, but instead of it panning to like a scary dog, I saw two separate ones. One, I saw it pan to a cow, like it was just like somebody who like, you know, like lives on a farm or who has cows or whatever. And so there was just a cow walking behind them, and that one was pretty funny. But the even better one that I saw was it panned to an entire flock of sheep walking behind them. Not just like one or two, a whole flock of sheep. It was so fucking funny because it's just like, I did not expect that, right? Like it always pans to, you know, something different than that, like a dog or a person. Rarely, if ever, has it panned to an entire flock of sheep. So that video really got me. It was really funny. Because, like, we joke that, like, I'm Charlie's, like, scary dog privilege. I remember you showing me those. Yeah. Because, like, Charlie will be, like, in a wheelchair or in, like, a cosplay or something, and then I'm the scary dog. Dressed as, like, you know, some emo bitch or whatever. Some character with a huge sword or something. Alright. I'm also going to change where my stream deck is whenever we move into the new setup, and however I rearrange my desk. I'm going to move my stream deck so that it's closer to me, because it's simply far away. And I have to, like, reach to press the buttons on it, which is not really the intention of the stream deck, I don't think. So it has a sticky thing on the bottom, and I haven't peeled it off yet because I didn't know exactly where I wanted to stick it. But I think I will once I have it like in a spot I know for sure is good. And I have an idea about where I want it. I just don't know if it will work or not. But I have an idea. Okay. So do we have one more. So that was 1524, so that wasn't it. Bummer. 1525 I feel like is also a pretty good number because it's like 1525. But we'll see. 1525, let's see. Let's see it, and then we'll go check on the size of that Mareep and see if it was big at all. Okay, not 1525. Of course it's not. Why would it be? Okay. And then let's grab this tiny Mareep. And then... let me move this guy for a second. Here. And then put these guys back. And then let's go see if this Mareep is tiny. I forgot to put eggs in my hand. Forgot to grab the eggs. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, because Mesagoza... Where did it go? Where did it Mesa go? So... It's... Okay, that's... Mesagoza's that way. Alright, so we'll head this way. And then we'll go see if our Mareep is actually tiny, or how tiny it actually is. I don't know if it was like the teensiest tiniest, but it did look really small next to the normal sized ones. Because they didn't have jumbo marks. Those ones were normal sized. So my theory would be maybe it's like 2XS. Like not the smallest, but like one above that maybe. Because I don't think it was big enough to have been just one extra small. Like, I don't think it's gonna be just the, like, oh, this one's like, you know, a tad smaller than average. Like, I think it's gonna be like, this one is tiny. Not the tiniest, but it's tiny. That's what I think. But, perhaps we'll see. Alright. You're not allowed to fly into Mexico, so you have to go through the door. It won't let you. So we will see. And then it's like a whole ass cutscene. Like, there's this long ass loading screen for you to like walk in through the door. Okay. To the lady. She's over here somewhere. There she is. Hello, lady, with your Pachirisu. Yes, I would like you to judge how big or small my Pokemon are. Can you please tell me how tiny this Mareep is? A good sight smaller than average. Okay, so, as I feared, not actually teensy, but very tiny nonetheless. Oh. Yeah, I guess I have to switch Poliwrath back in. Okay, there we go. Alright, thank you for your services, size lady. Let me see. I've been on this bottom half of the map a lot. Let me go... Oh, we got a Floatzel outbreak up here, Charlie. Let me go over here. Floatzel, yeah, you already have a shiny Floatzel though. I gave it to you already. Alright. Let's go. Alright. So this batch will have 1528 in it, which is Charlie's guess. So we can check for that. And then... 1530, and then the next batch won't have anything. And then the batch after that will be triple odds, 1536. So we are getting there, guys. We are approaching quickly to lucky number 1536. Oh, is that a Wigglytuff? He's floating. All the Jigglypuffs are normal, right? Because the shiny is like very, very similar to the normal. They're all normal. Okay. I already have a shiny Wigglytuff in Pokemon Sleep, so I don't need another one, but... I caught a shiny Eevee in Pokemon Go, and then I made him my buddy because I had a quest to use Eevee as your buddy and collect like 5 candy or something. So I made him my buddy, and I didn't know this at the time, but Zorua, when he appears, will transform into whatever your buddy Pokemon is. So because my buddy Pokemon is a shiny Eevee, it transforms into a shiny Eevee. So I caught a shiny Eevee, and then like 5 minutes later, I found another shiny Eevee, and I was like, what the fuck? That's so random. And it was a fucking Zorua, because he was impersonating my buddy. So if you see a shiny that looks just like your buddy, it's Zorua. In Pokemon Go, in particular. Which is something I didn't know, so. because Small, who is one of Kat's mods, told me that. And they were like, yeah, I had a shiny Fennekin as my buddy. And then I kept seeing shiny Fennekins. And after 3 of them were Zoruas, I was like, maybe something's wrong. Because, yeah. I don't know if Ditto does it, but Zorua does. Alright, that was number 27, so the next one is 28, Charlie. This one is it. So be on the lookout for other random shinies, because Charlie has a weird habit of making, phase shinies appear instead of the shiny we want. Okay, it wasn't the shiny we want, so be on the lookout for anything else. Oh. I'm like on top of it. My like feet. It's like hatching inside of Miraidon. Uh-oh. Okay, good thing that wasn't the shiny. That would be a really awkward place to hatch. Okay. Alright. It was not any of those. That's okay. Alright, so the next batch won't have anything, and then the batch after that will have 1536. And then, yeah, and then 2 more batches, and then it'll be 1548, which is Charlie's next guess. I don't actually think it will be 1536, but I'm guessing 1536 so that I can be under triple odds. Because I really don't want to go triple odds here. That is not my goal. That is not my dream, actually. So, fingers crossed that we stay under triple odds. Why we would go over, I don't know. But I don't trust this game. Nor do I trust myself to have been Masuda hunting correctly this whole time. What if my Ditto is actually not Japanese, and I've been going a full odds plus shiny charm this whole time? What are those odds? What are full odds plus shiny charm? Because it's what, 1 in 80, 192 or something, and then shiny charm cuts it in half or something? I don't know. I don't really remember how odds work, to be honest. Oh, there was like a deerling and a squirrel, like, inside of each other. And I was trying to figure out what Pokemon it was. I was like, why does it look like a deer with a squirrel's tail? Because it was. It was a deer with a squirrel's tail. I love it when Pokemon just clip through each other, or they clip through walls and shit. Oh, got a notification. Okay, nothing important. I'm like a little bit obsessively checking my notifications just because like things are weird right now. So I'm just trying to make sure that like if I get a notification I know what's going on. Just in case I get any kind of like email from my job or from jobs I applied to or anything like that. Not that I would do anything about it on stream anyway, but I just like to know things. I like to be in the loop, especially when it comes to my own life. I know, shocker. Okay. Not 1531. But that would be a stupid number for it to be anyway. At least 1532 would be nicer, or 1533, because it's like a round number and then a like a double number. No. Ugh. This is getting truly exhausting. Like, every time I watch an egg hatch and it's not shiny, it takes a year off my life. And considering that has happened 1,500 times, I have lost 1,500 years of my life. So, how I'm still alive, I don't know. Alright. Alright, this is what, 34? 1535 would also be good, because it would be like 1535. And also it would be one below odds, triple odds, so I would just appreciate staying under triple odds if possible. Okay, so basically, if it is not this one, we're going triple odds. So, I don't know what happens if it's considered over odds or under odds or just at odds if you get it on 1536, but this will be the last one for under odds. Oh my god. We're going triple odds. God. Kill me. Somebody kill me. Okay. I mean, again, technically I did fuck up the first few hundred eggs because they weren't all Masuda. I mean, they were Masuda. I was just using a Polytoad instead of a Poliwrath, so they're kind of fucked up. Pew. Thank you. Alright, well, this next one is going to be number 1536, so that will be triple odds. And then after that, we are officially over triple odds, and 7 phases in, and unemployed, gay, and tired. Ugh. 1337 will be the number. Is that your guess? Okay. I believe you. I believe you. I assume you mean 1537 because 1337 has already happened. It's the title of my favorite song. Nice. Yeah. If we go one over odds, over triple odds, I'll take that. I didn't notice it was already 15. Oh, yeah, no, it's 15 right now. We're at 1,500. Because triple odds is 1536, because it's 512 is 1 odd. And then 1024 was 2 odd. And 1536 is 3 odd. And then I don't know what 4 odds is. I'm not even going to consider. I guess 2048, right? Because double odds would be 1024 to 2048. So, yeah, we're not getting to 2048. I will sooner die than we will get to 2048. But 1536 is triple, so hopefully it'll hatch just on triple odds. And then if not, 1537 is good too, because it's just 1 over. Honestly, as long as it happens today, I don't care what it is. I'm just not really gonna do this again next week. Like, I will, if I must, I will continue to do this, but now that I'm unemployed, maybe I can do my super long stream where the stream ends when we get the egg. Just like stream does not end until we hatch a shiny. Maybe I'll have the time to do something like that before we move, since I'm jobless. Alright, 1536. This is exactly triple odds. Minus the couple that I fucked up at the beginning. No. Ugh. It's okay. Go with 1537. That's fine too. Okay. 1537. This hunt really said fuck you. It really did. Life in general has just been saying fuck you to me lately. If I don't get a shiny while I'm unemployed, that's just like homophobic. That's like Classist. Only rich people can get shinies. Only people that are employed can have shinies. That's what this game is saying if it doesn't give me a shiny. Alright, this is 1538. I know that's not the number. It's 1738. If it hatched on 1738, that would be really funny, but also I don't want to have to get that far. It's okay. It wasn't 1538 anyway, so it's fine. Alright. So what do we have? 2 left? Okay. And then after this batch, I think I have an ad break coming up. I need to go grab something to eat because I haven't had breakfast and I'm starting to feel it. Also, since I'm doing a longer stream today, I would normally end in like 30 minutes, but I'll probably go for like an hour at least, so I need to have the energy to be able to do that, otherwise I will fall asleep. And also, because I'm so EP, I might go to the couch. I don't know, we'll see. Mandy is kind of very comfortably on the couch right now, so I don't have my Mandy cam set up right now. I'll have to set that up too. So she's very cozy. She's laying on Charlie's hoodie. Baby, eat something. I meant to before the hunt, but I had to feed Mandy and I didn't grab like a bar or anything, so I just like, I wasn't really hungry when I got up this morning. Like I was, but I was like too nauseous to eat anything. Maybe I'll get like, I don't know, applesauce or something. I'm just like not hungry. Like I am hungry, but I'm not hungry. Like I should eat, but I don't really feel hungry. I feel kind of nauseous, but you know how it be. Okay, yeah, anyway. So that was what, 1540 that we just did? Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go on a quick ad break, get myself something to eat. You guys get something to eat too if you haven't eaten, and hydrate and use the bathroom and do whatever you gotta do. I'll give you guys a quick shot of Mandy too. Hold on. We'll get the Mandy cam set up. Hold on. Oh, it's not on. Hold on. There she is. She's just eepy right now. Are you snoozing, Mandy? Yeah, she's snoozing. Yeah, she's on your hoodie. Anyway, I'm gonna go on an ad break, and I will see you guys in like 3 minutes. Maybe a little more than that. Okay. All right, we're back. Oh, hold on. Kind of, but it's hard to tell from this angle. But she's right here. Oh, look at her. Oh, big stretch. Now, let me see if I can make it any better. What if I put it here? Slightly better. Yeah, the way the blankets are piled up, you just can't see her super well, but she's right there. I don't know if that's any better either. Not really. Yeah, I don't know. She's right there. I got a protein bar. I haven't eaten it yet because I don't know if I can. I got applesauce out, but our applesauce was at the back of our fridge, and it had a chunk of ice in it. Yeah, so it's like really cold. So I'm gonna let that warm up. Oh. Sorry, I didn't get your text, Mom. Charlie, I'll do it later. Yeah, that is really cold applesauce. I moved it more to the front of our fridge so that it won't be so cold next time. It literally had a block of ice in it. Which is crazy because it's the fridge, so it shouldn't be doing that. But I guess the closer to the back of the fridge, the more cold things are, so. Kind of tastes gross. Look at all the squawkabilities. Okay. Oh wait, there's the yellow ones too. There's the blue and the yellow, but are there green ones? There's a green one. How come he doesn't have a flock like the other ones? How come he's all by himself? Charlie doing big stretch. Okay, we'll do a big stretch. Oh wait, here's they are. Here are all his friends. How come he's by himself? And they're also hanging out with a gulpin, which I think is funny. But yeah, alright, anyway. So we're at 1540 now. So I think I'm gonna shoot for 1600 today. I don't know if I'll be able to get that many. Because the thing is, it's like I can't go like super long. I just don't have like as hard of a cutoff as I did before. So like latest I could probably go is like 130. Or not 130. 2. 2 would be the latest I could go. Because normally I go until 1 and I can usually push it to like 115, 130. But now I can only go for like an extra like hour than what I normally do, so. The latest I can go is like 2 o'clock, but I think if I go until then, I can get 1600. 1600 or 2 o'clock, whichever comes first. Probably 1600. But yeah, that's our goal for today, is to get to 1600, I think. And we'll do a big stretch for Charlie. I already kind of did a big stretch when I got up on my BRB, but if you guys didn't stretch on the BRB, put your hands up to the air and then bring them down to your toes. Big stretch. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like hungry, but not hungry. I'm like looking at my protein bar and I'm thinking about eating it, but then I'm like, nauseous. So then I should eat my applesauce first to kind of like, I did it because of Mandy's big stretch. Yeah. But my applesauce is too cold to eat right now. And it's also kind of flavorless because it doesn't have any like sugar, cinnamon, or flavoring in it. So I don't really like plain applesauce. I always got the flavored applesauce as a kid, like cinnamon applesauce or
How
like
much money
strawberry
do you have?
applesauce.
69 cents. You know what
You
that
know what
means?
that means?
I don't have enough money for chicken nuggets.
Charlie, how dare you redeem that when I'm unemployed and I really don't even have enough money for chicken nuggets? How dare you? Are you trying to imply that I'm poor because I can't afford chicken nuggets? Is that it? Bonk! How could you? Because, like, my brain wants to eat this, but my body doesn't. But I'm gonna eat this protein bar, or I'm going to attempt to. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know if I can eat that. I don't know. Ugh. I'm trying. We'll see what happens. I just have been feeling nauseous since yesterday. About this whole thing. Like, thank God for my anxiety medication, because otherwise I would have thrown up when I found out I got laid off. I used to throw up at pretty much any, like, minor inconvenience. Not that being laid off is a minor inconvenience, but, like, when I was in high school and college, before I was on my anxiety medicine. Of course I'm gonna choke on it, too. My anxiety was just really bad. And it was totally unmanaged because I wasn't in therapy and I didn't have medicine or anything like that. So, if anything at all made me, like, too anxious, or if I had, like, a panic attack, I would just throw up. Like, that would be my, like, bodily reaction to having, like, a panic attack or just, like, overwhelming anxiety. I would just puke. Like, frequently, because I would get anxious all of the time. I was having panic attacks, like, daily, so I was throwing up, like, daily. And I also, like, trigger warning, I guess, for, like, eating disorders and stuff, but, like, not really. Just, like, gentle trigger warning. I had an eating disorder when I was in, like, high school, and, like, part of my eating disorder was, like, binging and purging. And I was, against my will, like, purging a lot when I was throwing up because I was anxious. And I was kind of overcoming the eating disorder at that point, but it felt like I was sliding back into it because I was just, like, throwing up all the time. But it wasn't on purpose. I just couldn't, I was just so anxious. So I'm glad that I'm on my medication now because it's keeping me from, like, completely just throwing up at the thought of being unemployed. But I am having trouble eating that bar right now. Like, I want to eat it. It's my favorite flavor. I got it on purpose because I thought maybe I could eat it, but, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Probably TMI for you guys, but, you know, I don't feel like awareness around eating disorders is necessarily a bad thing. You don't need to know that I feel like I'm gonna throw up right this second, but I don't actually feel like I will throw up because I haven't eaten anything, so I actually won't throw up, but just the thought of eating the bar makes me feel like I would throw up, even though I probably actually wouldn't, but... And I have, like, anti-nausea medicine if I really need it. Like, we have, like, Pepto-Bismol and stuff, so I'll eat it and then down some Pepto-Bismol or something. I love you, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's okay. The stream is helping. I'm really trying to, like, push through it by streaming, but it is kind of just, like, in the back of my mind. Just, like, this constant anxiety. You know how it be. But I know I'm gonna be fine. I have to keep telling myself that. It's like, it's not the end of the world. I'll get another job. My parents will help me. Charlie will help me pay rent in the meantime. Like, we can do side hustles or part-time jobs and things like that until I get a full-time position. I mean, hell, you can get paid like $20 an hour to work at Target, which is more than I was making to, you know, work at that job. It's just, Yeah, like, I know that everything will be okay. It's just, like, knowing that and, like, knowing that are two different things. Like, knowing it and, like, feeling it. This applesauce is slightly less cold now, but it's still very much cold. I need it to not be, like, ice cold applesauce. I can't believe there was a block of ice in it. That's so funny. Okay. Yeah. I don't like navigate through all these guys and not run into them like that. I'll try another bite of my protein bar. Small bites really slowly. Which is not how I normally eat. I take big bites and I eat really fast. Okay, the second one was better than the first one. The first one really did not feel good. The second one was okay. I really like the flavor because it's like lemon raspberry. It's just like the idea of eating solid food is like really turning me off. But it's okay. I just have to wait for my applesauce to be less cold. Like, it doesn't have to be room temperature, I just need it to not be, like, freezing. Like, it shouldn't be like ice cream. It should not be cold on my tongue when I try to eat it. Oh, let's see, what are my emails now? Okay, nothing important. Okay. Yeah, see, there's the hot bips in this boom. Okay. Next egg is 1546. Not shiny. Alright. Boo the normies. 48, 48, 48, 48. What? 1548, you mean? Yeah, that was 1547 we just did. So 1548 is the next one. Because it was 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Yeah, so this next one will be 1548. Ah. Okay, let's see. 1548, Charlie. And then we'll also have to look for secondary shinies if it's not this one. Nope. You tried. It's okay, my next guess is 1555. Or 1551 and then 1555. Damn. Yeah, it's okay. 1588? Alright, yeah, we'll get to that today if we get to 1600. Alright. Actually, yeah, I'm feeling better. Now that I've eaten a couple bites of it, I feel better about it. Okay. Good thing that wasn't a shiny, because I had a whole bite of bar in my mouth. Okay, yeah, so we've got 1550, and then my next guess is 1551 and 1555. So this will be 1550. Okay. Please, can I have a shiny, please? Pretty please. No? Okay. Fuck you. Alright. That's okay. There was an attempt. Alright. Well, this batch will have 1551 and 1555 in it, so... This is the batch to look out for, I think. And then I think I'm gonna eat more of my bar while I drive around. Sorry if I'm not super talkative today. I mean, I feel like I was for the first half of stream. Now I'm just trying to eat this bar. I just got really hungry. Driving with one hand is not super easy. Alright, where did we end up? Back at Los Platos. How do I always end up back here? Oh, I ran into a Sunkern. Why is it blurry? Okay, it's back in focus now. Did you guys see that? It was like super blurry. Ugh, that's not the camera angle we want. Okay. I'm trying to drive with one hand. Okay, sorry. I just really needed to eat that. I just like really still need to lose energy for a minute there. But I feel better now. Hello, yeah, I saw that. Okay. Alright, that was 1551, so it wasn't 1551. Which is a bummer, because that was like a palindrome. But 1555 would be good. It would be 1555. Let's see if my applesauce is still, like, too cold to eat. It's getting better. It's still kind of cold. But it tastes less like it's, like, frozen. Okay. Alright, this is 1553. Thanks. I hate it. Alright. That was 53.
Baby,
Uh-huh.
I have a surprise.
What? Oh. It's Ava.
Have you been surprised?
Hold on, wait. Say hi.
Hi!
That's Ava. In case you guys have ever wondered what Ava looks like, that's it.
They just said hot and they would have known what I looked like.
So true. So true. Here. Hello.
Hi. Surprise.
I'm glad you're here. Here, hold on. We gotta get the Mandy cam up so you guys can see the kitty. Wait, that was the wrong button. This button. There she is. Look at her.
On my hoodie.
Look at her.
Mandy Cam.
Mandy
So
cam.
true.
She's just a baby.
She is just with the world.
Now it's us.
Yeah, now it's the Charlie, Ava, and Mandy cam, which I'm okay with.
And Mandy's the star of it. We know that.
Yes, Mandy's the star.
We're aware of everything.
All right, we are on our way to 1554 now, so let's see. Nice.
That's what I do with most people who I know who stream. I just like open it on my computer, set Opera GX to make sure it doesn't use too much internet, and then just leave it.
Mm-hmm.
I mute the tab and I just keep doing whatever the fuck I was doing.
Falsities is still live.
Oh my god, she's on what, like day 3 or 4 of her? Day 4. She's doing an uncapped subathon. I raided into her on Tuesday when I streamed, and she's still live and has been live the whole time.
How much does she get when she gets a sub?
I don't know.
Too much.
She has 40 people in her stream right now.
Yeah. She's crazy. Mandy is so soft.
She sleeps for just like house.
Alright, that was 1555, so we got fucking nothing from that badge. Fuck you guys. Fuck this badge.
Halloween Castle?
Yeah, I was 15 minutes away from the end. Then I had to leave the person I was hooking up with house.
Hello?
Rip.
Well, we were hooking up, and then we decided to watch some Halloween Castle. But
Sure.
they had something going on, and I had an hour and a half long train ride to get back home.
Hmm.
Train and walk.
Alright. Oh, she likes that. She's just a baby. Yeah, she loves a good chin scritch. She's like the most friendly cat ever. She was not fazed at all by a person that hasn't really been here all that often being here and then just like immediately petting her. She was like, I'm fine with this. This is fine. Like, I know so many cats that would be like, oh, a person! Ah! And like go hide. And she's like, oh, that bitch.
Oh, bad bitch.
Most cats I believe.
Yeah. Ava is that bitch.
Cats tend to like me a lot for this.
Yeah, I had a lot of trouble with cats when I was younger. Like, no cat would ever, like, really, like, let me pet them. Like, I don't know if it was just, like, the personality of my friends' cats or just, like, because I was a young child with a lot of energy and they were cats. But, like, I always thought that cats didn't like me when I was little. Yeah. But now that we have Mandy, it's, like, totally changed my perspective on cats, like, as a whole. Because she's just, like... Yeah, that's what, we were just talking about this with my friend, Cat with a K. Her cats, she has a cat named Cleo and a cat named Smudge, and Smudge is apparently, like, kind of an asshole. Nice.
Why the fuck?
You love the warrior cats?
I love warrior cats. I read...
literally in, like, 2 books.
I read so much warrior cats as a kid.
Smudge
Yeah.
is the fat cat that...
I'm surprised you pulled that information out of your ass, because I didn't remember that.
Cat that, fire stars.
Mm-hmm.
His best friend when he's a kitty cat.
Yeah. So apparently her cat named Smudge is kind of an asshole, and her cat named Cleo is really friendly.
Can I just like, hello?
It's just like, why?
No, because I do that too. I just didn't expect it. I was like, hello.
And there's my hoodie covered in fur.
Oh no. Alright, well, no more Mandy Cam. I guess we just have Charlie and Ava Cam now.
Hello. Oh yeah, she's locked out now.
She's trapped. She's like, I'm trying to leave. Let me out.
Should I leave it cracked for?
Yeah, because she'll just start scratching at the door, and even if she doesn't want back in, if it's closed, she hates it.
She doesn't like any closed
Not like
doors.
closed doors, including the bathroom door.
Especially the bathroom door.
She loves to come with me to go pee.
If you're peeing, she wants to be right there with you.
It's really funny. If she's,
I feel bad.
if she starts to hear you pee and she wasn't like, she'll come running.
She'll
I'm
come
like,
running,
"Ma'am,
yeah.
Thank you for your services.
Just make sure you're doing all right.
She's very silly.
Yeah, I know part of that is like their primal instinct to like protect you when you're
Mm-hmm.
quote vulnerable. Because I've googled that before. I've been like, why does my cat insist on being with me in the bathroom?
Yeah, why does my cat have to be there when I pee? Yeah, could be that. Could be just the primal instinct. Who's to say? 1,557, and this is number 1,558.
I'd rather off myself.
They just got to like triple odds recently.
Yep. Triple odds with 15.
What are the odds?
Triple odds with 1536. 1 odd is 512. 2 odds is 1024. 3 times odds with
So they should've gotten
1536.
3 by now, but they've gotten 0.
Yeah.
That's
What was it, 4096?
Well, so it is still 1 in 4096, but because I'm doing a Masuda hunt and I have the shiny charm, it gets down to 1 in 512.
And the Japanese. Ditto.
That's what the Masuda part is.
Oh,
That's the Masuda method is using a 4 in
yeah. I
Ditto.
didn't process that.
Yeah. So using a regular Ditto and not having a shiny charm would be full odds.
Yes.
Using a 4 in Ditto shrinks the odds down to like 1 in 600 something, and then having the shiny charm makes it 1 in 512.
I'm assuming you can't, like, do your ass shit that you used to be able to do, or there's nothing like that in this game.
They're radar hunting, not really in this game, because there's no Poke Radar, so you can't use the radar.
You do the like outbreaks and shit.
You can, but you can still encounter hunt normally
Yeah.
without an outbreak. It's just not as solid as doing the radar hunting. But yeah, the most common way to shiny hunt in this game is yeah. The best way to shiny hunt in this game is outbreak hunting and then Masuda hunting. But apparently Masuda hunting sucks. As I'm 1,560 eggs into it, and I have nothing to show for it.
I
Not
just
even,
think
like,
1 in
starter.
512 odds.
Yeah.
You're not even like starter hunting either. It's just a palm whack.
I know. It shouldn't even be a hard hunt. This should actually have been a very easy hunt.
I mean, I guess you found
Yeah, I'm 7 phases into the hunt because of all the shinies I found. Yeah.
They appear when I have a guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, because 1 in 512 wouldn't normally be all that bad, especially if you were, like, outbreak hunting, but
They were not there.
I know, they were not.
Game.
Because odds for DAs are, like, 1 in 300 without the charm, but DAs take way longer than this. Because hatching the eggs takes, like, I don't know, like 5 minutes, because I'm not using a warm body or, egg power. If I had egg power and a warm body, they would hatch faster, but I'm lazy. So I just hatch them raw. Yeah, Sword and Shield DLC has this thing called Dynamax Adventures, where you can... Bless you.
Bless you.
Where you can go into this, like, special Dynamax cave, and inside the cave there's a bunch of, like, Dynamaxed Pokemon. It's kind of like the Terra Pokemon in this game, but instead of Terra, they're Dynamaxed. And in the cave, you can find Dynamaxed legendaries, but they're really hard to, like, get to. You have to do, like, a 15-minute long, like, fight adventure. You have to go down a trail to get to them. But your odds of finding a shiny legendary in that cave are, like, 1 in 300. And if you have shiny charm, it's, like, 1 in 100.
Yeah.
And it's just good that they're not shiny locked in that game, because a lot of the legendaries are shiny locked in this game. Yeah.
So, it make a whole lot of sense in my brain that they can't.
Yeah.
The point is they're already supposed to be the rare
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah, the point is that there's supposed to only be one of them.
One of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would the one of them be shiny? That would just be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
That's
just-
fair.
It doesn't really make any sense to me.
No, that's fair. They should either all be shiny locked or they should all not be shiny locked.
Either way, they're not shiny.
Yeah.
So,
But we've only won.
if there's only one way you can catch them, then it's not rare.
Yeah. In that case, they should just all be shiny locked, and there shouldn't have even been a shiny sprite for them made at all.
Exactly.
But there was and there is, so
People go for 'em.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, I'm sure I'd do
Yeah.
the same if I was Pokemon.
well, it's like how the plot of Pokemon Horizons is that there's a shiny Rayquaza, but they don't refer to it as shiny because that wouldn't make any sense. So they're just like, how come there's a black Rayquaza?
Shiny Rayquaza is.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
picked up on that.
Yeah.
What is it fucking-
I don't remember how many steps it is because in this game you don't even take steps, you just ride the Pokemon, but in Pokemon Pearl, Shining Pearl, I think it was like 500 some steps or something. If you had the warm body. Yeah, down that long path in front of the nursery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to do it in Pokemon Pearl because instead of being able to get eggs at a picnic, you have to take them to the nursery, which makes more sense than the picnic. The picnic is weird. I don't want to watch them fuck right in front of me.
Fuck at the picnic.
Yeah. I'm like, why are we fucking at the picnic? That's weird behavior.
Put that away.
Yeah. Alright, we're at 1565.
Pretty good stats.
No shiny. I know, he's supposed to... If he's got these amazing stats, he's supposed to make good eggs. Yeah. He's supposed to make good shiny eggs. And instead, he has made nothing.
Good luck.
Yeah, God.
Tiny Pepe.
Well, because sometimes people will, like pay money to get traded a 6 IVs Ditto to use for their Masudas, and I'm like,
I didn't pay
yeah,
It's fucking hard as fuck to get.
yeah. Like, my Ditto is pretty good, but he's not 6 IVs. Like, he's fine. He's Japanese, and that was enough for me.
Giant olive.
Mm-hmm, the big olive.
Giant olive soccer.
Yeah. Okay, so what are... My next guess is 1569. That'll be in this batch. What's your next guess, Charlie? 1588? Okay. 1565. Yeah, I won't get to that today. I'm probably going to get to 1600 and then call it. But 1569, that would be good. And then after that, like 1696 or 1669 would be good because it would be 1696 or 1669. Alright, here we go. First one. 15. This is 1566. That would also be a decent number. I take it. But who gives a shit? I want. Alright. Next. Boo the normie. Oh. I was trying to go around the...
Maybe that's the break.
I was trying to go around him, but then it, like... ran me into the fucking thing.
There.
It's fine.
Tadpoles.
Boo the normies. Boo. Okay. It's fine. It's not 69. That's what I want. We want 69. Okay, this one decided to spawn in the random pink void, so maybe it'll be shiny. Nope. I know. Well, the thing is, the shiny is blue. That's the most disappointing thing about all of this, is that the shiny... Because I want a Politoad, which is what it evolves into. So I have to hatch it as a Poliwag and then level it up.
Politoad is normally green, the shiny is blue.
Yeah, and then Poliwrath is normally blue, but the shiny is green. So that's what we're trying to get. Because I'm trying to get all frog shinies. That's my goal. And so far...
Shiny frogs.
So far, all I have is a shiny Toxicroak and a shiny Bellabolt, because this was my next one, and I've gotten nothing.
Well, that's still two.
Yeah. And then I want shiny Greninja, but I would have to do a shiny Froakie hunt to get that.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah. So, it's gonna be...
Probably my least favorite thing about Pokemon is that somehow, despite the fact that it's 2024, you still can't have multiple saves.
I know.
How is that possible?
Because I don't want to delete the save to start a new
They're
one.
cheap.
But I want to be able to play this again, you know? They're my favorite and my least favorite, like, simultaneously. Because I love Nintendo games, and I will play all the Pokemon games and anything that Nintendo ever puts out ever, but I also hate them.
I think Nintendo was good.
I think that Nintendo is pretty good, and Game Freak is bad.
I also think
Yeah. Nintendo is awful in a lot of ways, for sure. There's a lot of pretty shit game companies out there right now. Even if they make good games, but they're like just shit in general. Like, Blizzard's like not good, even if Overwatch is fun. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Everything is all about money all the time. I mean, the fact that my job was trying to say that we didn't have enough people, or that we had too many people, like we didn't have enough people calling for the number of people that we had working, which is just a lie.
That's
with AI, and then nobody really get compensated despite the fact that there's less people.
Yeah, because we already have like an AI, like automated, you know, phone system that when they call in, they can get most of their inquiries answered by the automated system. Like, a lot of people just call in to activate their card or check their balance, both of which you can do on the automated system, but because they're old and stupid, they don't know how. Or they can't read their card very well, so they can't put in the card number to get it activated. And it's like, you don't have to call me to be able to do this.
Are you sure we're outside the door?
What's
So
Give
true.
me a middle finger.
true, actually.
I can bite you.
Yeah, maybe we can pack up some stuff after my stream. At least I'll feel somewhat productive, if not employed. That too, yeah.
I like the fanfare running up behind you.
Yeah, he's just a guy. Perhaps. Oh, the terror raid thing. Hmm?
Stellar type.
Stellar type.
Yeah, the stellar terror type. Yeah,
Dog
Just-
shit.
it's pretty bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, this rock.
Really weird too.
And it's
Like
just,
doesn't make any sense how it works.
No, it
at
doesn't.
least so far, it's just seemingly just Terrapagos.
Well, it is.
I mean, you can Terra type any.
Technically.
Yeah, my Mew is stellar
it's
terror
just
type.
one move. There's only one stellar move.
Yeah.
It's whatever that one move that can be any type is.
Yeah, it's like Terra Blast
Terra
or something.
Blast, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I stellar terrored my Mew to see what would happen, but it doesn't seem like it's any better than having the
So,
Mew I had before.
What Stellar does, right, is... So you know Stab, right?
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah, because I have a Terra Lucario.
1.5 damage when it matches up with your type.
Yeah.
So basically, first of all, Stellar type has no weaknesses and no resistances.
Yeah.
And no strengths.
Yeah.
So it's neutral against everything, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But not having any defenses kind of sucks. But also,
Yeah.
how it works is it now does less damage on stab moves,
Mm-hmm.
but it also works on non-stab moves. But
Yeah.
only the first time you try type.
Yeah.
So once you use a move of a certain type, you get a like 1.25 boost, not even a 1.5 stab boost, and then it doesn't work again for that type.
Yeah.
It's really bad. Like, it's just not good.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't really work in raids. I might on the stellar terror type my Mew. But I don't know what Terra type to make, because he was ice before, and that wasn't actually very good.
I mean, for Mew.
Well, I did Google what it was, and Google was like, make him stellar Terra type. And I was like, okay.
I mean, I guess.
Well, because Mew can learn any move, so that was the whole thing, is like...
Go into it, and then you have to leave.
Yeah.
And you aren't resisted by them.
Yeah. Which is why Mew was good, because Mew can also learn any move with any TM, so you could give him, like, the best moves. Like, stab or not, all of the moves that Mew can learn are good. Like, it was like, use Acid Spray, or use, you know, Nasty Plot. Right.
It was just so perfect.
I made my Rapidros like ready for the break, so he's still okay too.
Yeah. Because he comes like that. Because I have a Terra built Lucario, and then a Terra built Mew, and then you have Terra built Koraidon, and then we both have Terra built Ogerpon.
Yeah. I have Koraidon, Ogerpon, and
Terrapagos. Yeah. Yeah, and of course I haven't been doing any raids because I've just been doing this for 10 years.
Yeah. I finally finished the story.
Yeah, they did the Mochi Mochi. Mochi Mochi. I think Moto Moto likes you. Alright, come on. I like them big. Yeah. Okay. Boo the normies. Yeah, excuse me, I need my viewership, thank you. Good, 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 good.
I was reading
Alright, what are we at? Okay. What are we at now? Is that 8?
Quantum mechanics is really just, oh, we got too small and now things don't work how we think
Yeah, okay, 9 and 10. Okay. So we'll be at 80 after this.
Yeah.
So then 2 more we'll get to 88, which
We
is
got
Charlie's
really small,
guess.
and now electrons can go through walls.
Huh?
Quantum tunneling.
Yeah.
Basically, because electrons are both a wave and a particle, if the barrier isn't tall enough, part of the wave will get through.
Whee.
And technically, the odds are possible for it to always get through, they just exponentially decrease as the barrier gets taller.
Welcome to quantum mechanics with Ava.
So, if like the wave's big enough, some of the electrons will pass through. That's how you also get quantum tingling, because you're separating that wave state. But despite that, and despite how far away they are from each other, they're still kind of connected.
Whack.
Because like if something happens to this guy, or like if something affects this guy's spin, you'll find out, like, if you can track both of them before this one could ever communicate to this one, the changes, this one will have change to compensate.
Yeah, it's like...
Which is fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it seems like it, I mean, all goes back to just the idea of equilibrium, the theory of equilibrium.
Yeah.
It's fucking everywhere.
Fucking everywhere? Yum. Alright. Oh, item over here. Grab that. Free potion. Slay.
And this has been quantum.
Okay, and this has been Quantum Mechanics. The more you know.
Segment of your streams.
Yeah, I just bring an autistic person on to talk about something they learned. That's all my streams ever are. Is just me being autistic and telling you guys about things I learned. TikToks I've seen, and hyper focuses of mine. Eggs. If you ever run out of talking points on stream, just remember eggs. If you ever forget your, when you're leaving the house, if you ever forget your wallet or phone or your keys, just remember the acronym WOWIE. Wallet, phone, Wookiees, egg backup. I reference that meme all the time. We have a keychain hanging by our door that has our like mail key on it and like the gym key and like the just like other random keys that aren't like our house key or our car keys or like things that we need when we leave the house, but just like other keys to things that we have. And it's on a keychain ring that I made with letter beads that just reads Wookiees, so that you don't leave the house without your Wookiees. Because you just have to remember the acronym WOWIE. I know, we'll just have a mailbox. And we have like a letter slidey thingy on our door. So people can just like slip letters through there.
The house was built in like the 60s.
Yeah. She's antique.
68.
Something like that, I don't know. Don't dox our house's birthday. Don't tell stream how old she is. Never talk about a lady's age. Don't you know that, Charlie? This Tauros is gonna cause a problem for me, isn't he?
Though, that she gives because of the year she was built, though.
Ah! Damn it! I almost escaped them.
That one looks kind of tiny.
Maybe, too bad, I don't care. Is he tiny or is the other one big? That's the question. Yeah, he's tiny. And that one's big. It's both. You'll never catch me! I fell to my death, but the egg had to hatch anyway. Too bad.
Oh well, you're too bad.
Okay. Whee!
Couldn't wait till you landed.
No, it couldn't. Okay. After this batch, we'll have 88, so that's Charlie's guess. And we haven't gotten a random 8th phase shiny yet, so maybe it'll come on 88 if it's not your, Maybe we'll get a shiny egg on number 88, and if we don't, we'll get another shiny. Cyclizar. Me on my futuristic Cyclizar, and then regular Cyclizar. Yeah. Like, let me onto the bridge. Alright. This is 1585.
And me on my previous story. Which looks more futuristic than the current one.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's why mine, like, runs and doesn't wheel.
Yeah, well, because yours is Cyclizar from the past, and mine is Cyclizar from the future. Alright.
Yeah, because you have Violet and I have Scarlet.
Yeah, Scarlet's in the past, Violet's in the future.
How's the future or prehistoric Pokemon?
Yeah, I mean, they're both set in present day, but the
Pokemon and Fraser.
the professor teleports to the future or to the past, depending on the game. Yeah, now that you've done the Mochi Mochi, you can do the post-game with the Violet book and Sada in the Crystal Pool. Oh! It's Eevee! Hello.
Just a baby.
She's just a little Eevee. Yeah, Tropios. I love that guy. He's so weird. Oh, fuck. I didn't see all those Murkrows. They were like hiding in a bush. What are you guys doing in there?
And they're all running away and leaving this guy.
Mm-hmm. Meowth's over here. Okay. So the third one that we hatch in this set will be 1588. So that's for Charles. You're Charles. That's so true. Charlie went to a doctor's appointment on Tuesday, and the doctor was like, oh, like Charlotte, what a pretty name. And then was like, what is your sister's name? And Charlie was like, Robin. And the doctor was like, that one's not as good. And I'm like, oh my fucking god. I'm like, oh, a mass outbreak of wild
Funny
Esperanza.
too, because Robin also sees this doctor.
I know.
That's so good.
All right.
I should have said that to my dad.
Oh god, the ostrich. They're everywhere. I don't want a shiny ostrich. I mean, I'll take one if there is one, but I don't want that. I want a shiny Poliwag. Get away from me, you monster. Where are you? Okay. I was like, what's jingling over there? It's just Charlie playing with silverware. Alright, the next one is 88. This one was 87, Charlie. But I'm gonna have to interact with this fucking sloth guy first. Because he's inside my Miraidon. Yeah. You're already the voice inside my head. Alright, here we go. 1588, Charlie. Tippy tappy, tippy tappy, tippy tappy.
Shake mine first.
Shiny, 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 shiny.
Go on.
Nope. It's blue.
You know, because I'm 80.
She's blue. Daba dee daba da. Alright. Well, maybe it'll be 89, just to spite us. Yeah, I think it's all of our next guess.
There's another Pokemon inside your Miraidon.
I know. I think there's 2 of them in there. There's 3 Axus, and also then the bigger guy. Alright. Get me out of here.
Another one just vanished.
Yeah. They're just going in and out of the void as they please, I guess. Alright, that was 89. So this one is 1590. And then 10 more, and then I'm done.
Just ceased.
Boo.
Is it blurry?
I don't know. He was like out of focus for a second. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Because Game Freak is just bad at making games. I don't know. The question is, do I actually even have 10 more to do? I do. Okay, yeah, I have a box left. Alright, well, we'll do 10 of them. We'll get to 1600. And then I'm going to bed. I was nowhere near him. What the fuck? He didn't even, like, come out of the ground below me. He came out of the ground, like, 5 feet to my left. Alright. Oh, man. Ran into the salt, motherfucker. Salty.
I'll eat Knockley.
Yeah. Charlie just starts, like, sucking on a Knockley.
Just a salt block.
He's just a salt cube, yeah. Alright. Up the mountain we go.
Sure, it's like Lucky Charms.
Yeah, it does kind of taste like the milk after you eat Lucky
I know.
Charms. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Not on a daily basis, anyways.
Yeah. They make a strawberry one. I don't know if you can have that if it's like real strawberry or if it's just artificial. I also think they make like a cinnamon roll flavored one. People ask me about that sometimes. They try to order it. They're like, "Do you guys have the cinnamon roll ones?" And I'm like, "Fuck no, we have vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. Get out of my face." And they're like, "Well, the cinnamon ones are really good." I'm like, "Okay, and we don't have it."
I have to stop that.
Yeah. One of my favorite things about my job is just like being able to sort of just like blatantly lie to people without much consequence, because old people are stupid, so they don't really understand what you're saying a lot of the time, especially if you're like talking about technology. Like they don't really understand that like I work for a company that works for a company that works with a company that sells the stuff. So like we don't sell the stuff directly, we don't make the prices, like we're not responsible for any of that.
I don't understand what
Yeah, they also don't understand that the printed catalog they get at the beginning of the year is going to have slightly different prices in it than the actual price of the item on the website, because like over time prices of things change, even if it's just by like 50 cents.
like the notifications on Amazon when you get a certain amount of notifications. It's like it's going down this percentage. Is
Yeah,
right.
or like there's a sale, or there's a buy two get one, or there's, you know, like there's all kinds of things that can make the prices on the website change that we have no control over. And also sometimes there's just like a technology error when we're trying to place the orders. Like sometimes it'll just be like, can't place order because of like error code 2415604, you know? And then when you're doing that with somebody on the phone, like some of the errors I know how to fix, or there is a fix for them, and then some of them there's just nothing you can do if it gives you that notification. So for the ones that I can fix, I just have to be like, "Oh, like I'm sorry, my computer is like having like a system error. Just like give me a minute to, you know, to fix it or whatever." And they'll be like, "Well, what's wrong?" And I'm like, "It's just one of the items in your cart has like an invalid item ID, and I need to figure out which one it is." And they're like, "So I can't get that item?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I have to look. Like I need to go through and see what we have." Or an item will not say that it's out of stock, but then when I get to the checkout page, it will say that it's out of stock. So I'm unsure whether it is in or out of stock because I'm getting mixed messages. So I'll just lie to them and tell them that it is out of stock because it's like easier than dealing with it. And they're just like, "Oh, well, can you just go check?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll just go look in the warehouse and see if we have any." Like, I work from home. Like, and it's also not our stock. We get our stock from a retailer. So yeah, it's like I have no idea what Amazon has in their stock right now. I have no idea what Walmart has in their warehouse right now. Like I
Also,
have,
the warehouse like by the person would probably affect it too. Like
yeah, I'm like I have no idea. Yeah, a lot of times they're like, "Well, where is it being shipped from?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know the answer to that."
probably whatever warehouse is closest to your address.
Yeah, because I had somebody in Hawaii complain to me that they couldn't get certain items shipped to Hawaii just because of like federal and state regulations regarding certain things being shipped to Hawaii. Like there's nothing we can do about that. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, ma'am, we just can't ship that item to Hawaii." And they're like, "Well, just ship it from Hawaii. Like, just let me get it from the warehouse in Hawaii." And I'm like, "That's not how it works. It gets shipped from here in the US, like the contiguous US, to Hawaii from here. Like, I can't control where it comes from." And Alaska's the same way. There's a lot of stuff we can't ship to Alaska or Puerto Rico. Like, that's just how it works. But they're just like mad about it. And I'm like, "Sorry, ma'am, that item is just out of stock," instead of explaining to them that they can't have it because they live in Hawaii. And then some things they can have because they live in Hawaii, but it's an upcharge to ship it there. Normally they don't have to pay for shipping because it gets covered by their health plan, but sometimes it's not. And I'll be like, "Yeah, so there's going to be like a $3.99 shipping charge if you want to get that." And they're like, "I'm not paying that." And I'm like, yes, you are. Like, if you want the item, yes, you are.
You want it.
Like, you can pay for it with your benefits, but it has to be paid for. They also get mad when there's a $1.50 processing fee for the utility bill payments, because we have to write and send a check to their company for them. And they're like, well, why do I have to pay $1.50 for that? And I'm like, I don't know, stamps? Like, the process of us having to write a check and then put it into an envelope and then put a stamp on that envelope and then send it to your utility company.
Free.
Yeah, like,
Stamps are pretty damn expensive, actually.
yeah. So I'm like, I don't know. It's just a processing charge. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't waive the processing charge. It's just ingrained in the computer system that there's a $1.50 processing charge.
I mean, you order extra handling.
Yeah, like, I mean, a terrible example is, like, Ticketmaster will make you pay, like, a $1 billion service fee to use their platform.
Way more than it needs to be, but
Yeah, it's a super high processing fee for them, but I understand that I am using their platform and thus I will be charged for it. Ticketmaster is just obnoxious about it. But, like, I feel like $1.50 is reasonable for us to write a check and mail it somewhere and put a stamp on it. Like, that's not an unreasonable price to pay for us to do that. Yeah.
Ticketmaster fees are also ridiculous because tickets are all virtual now too.
I know, so it's like you're not
You
even
don't have to
printing
print
it.
anything,
Yeah. Okay. Alright, so that was $15.95. Alright, so we've got 5 left, and then we're done. So pray for these 5 eggs to be shiny.
Yeah. All of them.
All 5 of them are going to be shiny because we're at triple odds, so they owe me 3, in which case at least 3 out of these 5 have to be shiny. That's the rule. That's how statistics work. I mean, if my mom was shiny hunting, she would believe that shiny odds are 50-50 because you either get a shiny or you don't, so you have a 50% chance of getting one every time. No, it's not, but she's not wrong. Technically, every individual one has a 50 chance of being either shiny or not shiny. I know.
It's just simply wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, every encounter has a 1 in however, like, 512.
Yeah.
Set, like, individually.
Yes, but also, the more eggs I hatch, the more that number should be going down because my odds should be getting better every time. I know it's not, but if I've hatched 1,595 eggs,
Statistically speaking,
Then
you should have gotten
yes, theoretically, if you did it an infinite number of times, yes, you are okay. But you have to do it an infinite number of times. Which
Yeah.
Is impossible. You will just eventually hit that number.
even if I'm not owed 3, I'm owed 1 at least.
And even then, that's just technically the average number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, they owe me a shiny. I don't care what the odds of it are, but they need to give me one.
Nintendo is yours.
Yeah. Snooze the ad. I don't need an ad. I'm gonna go in like 5 minutes. Ugh. Eesh. Okay. Come on. Hatch for me, little eggs. God, there's Haluchas over here. Halucha's evil. Run.
Practice hunt.
The outbreak, yeah, where there was a bunch of Haluchas near the outbreak, so they kept running into me. Yeah, no, that was fun. I had never done an outbreak hunt before, and I didn't want to do my first one on stream without knowing what I was doing, because I didn't want to like make a sandwich and then fuck it up, so I was practicing off stream to make sure that I understood like the flow of a shiny hunt. And whatever outbreak I was doing, I think it was like a salt outbreak, like the Knockley, I think it was like Knackle Stack or something. It was just the closest outbreak to me at the time that I was deciding to practice it. And so I was like, okay, I'll just practice on these guys. Like, I was just practicing doing the knockouts and everything. Like, I wasn't going to use a sandwich. I was just trying to, like, get a feel for how the hunting would work. But the Knackles were like right next to just like a flock of Howluchas. And the one thing that Howluchas love to do is just run at you. So every time I would like picnic reset and look for a shiny, I would get a Howlucha to run into me.
Them and Tauros.
Tauros is bad, Cyclizar is bad, Sudowoodo is bad. All of those guys will just run at you full speed. For no reason.
Like, I didn't even provoke you. What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was around this area where I was doing that hunt. Too.
I think that's why I thought about it.
Yeah, because the copper jaw is over here too.
Yeah.
And that was also one of the random like flocks of animals. I don't know what a flock of elephants is supposed to be called, but a herd, I don't know. But there was like a herd of them in the area. All right, 2 more. One of them's got to be shiny.
Right?
Please, don't make me do this again on Tuesday. I'm unemployed. Just give me a shiny.
You're unemployed now. You can do it all the time.
No. Okay, well, it wasn't number 99. Will it be number 1600? Stay tuned after this ad break. No, I'm just gonna do it. I could be evil and do that, though. Alright, last one. Please, God. I'm not gonna look. You guys let me know if it's shiny. Boo. Ugh. I'm right. Fuck this game, bro. Fuck Game Freak. Fuck Pokemon. Fuck Nintendo. I'm going home. Alright. Well, next time... I don't know. Next time we'll do 1666, I guess. Okay. Well, I'm gonna find somebody to raid, and then I'm gonna go take a nap, and then I have to quit my job. Okay.
Have fun.
Who is live on Twitch? Yes, there's your raid message. First one is for anybody. Second one is for followers. Third one is for subs. But if you're not following, just consider following anyway, because then you get to use the emotes. And then follow me on my socials to know when I'm gonna go live, and to know whether or not I become employed at any point in the future. And then join our Discord. Maybe we'll do some fun Discord community nights or something soon, because I have all this free time now, you know, being unemployed. So, you know, perhaps. And then let's just see if there's anybody doing any fun. There are definitely people shiny hunting online right now. There's me. Oh, this person has... They're doing a shiny furret. Oh, wait. Yes. I love a shiny furret. Okay. We'll do raid Clary Pops, I think is the username. Yes. Okay. They're doing... It looks like a shiny furret hunt, and they look very cute. They have blue hair and plushies and rainbows and such. They seem gay. So... give them some love. Make sure you send the raid message. I'll be live again on Saturday with Charlie. We're going to be doing beads on their channel. And then I'll be live Tuesday, probably. I don't know. I guess it depends on what happens with this whole job thing. But I should have a bunch of free time. So I probably won't stream at 10:30 in the morning if I don't have to wake up for work. So I'll probably stream later in the day. But just follow me on socials and join the Discord to know when it is that I'm going to go live, if ever. So... yep. Okay, give them your love. I'll see you guys next time. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.